Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to this special Chronicles of Aeodrun one-shot. My name is Josh, I use he, him pronouns, and I shall be your game master tonight. And as you can see, I have a plethora of lovely people around with me who are going to be playing in this one-shot. I will let them introduce themselves right now. However, we shall leave which characters you are playing secret for the moment, and I'm going to start with the Kitsune.
Surprise! 'Twas me all along. Unexpected. You didn't expect to see me again, patrons. Hello, it's me, it's Tom. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm excited to introduce a new character to this whole plethora of adventures. Yes.
So many.
I guess you're gonna. Do you want me to throw over to my to the assassin?
To the assassin.
Assassino.
An assassin is just. I don't want the sun in my eyes. It's just very death. Hello, it is me, Talia. Hello, it's Victor's.
Talia's getting stuck in her hood.
I'm getting stuck in the scarf. Hello.
I'm dipping it in tea.
You didn't expect to see me under the scarf. Honestly, you probably did. I think, actually, I was going to say, the ones most prone to dressing up at the drop of a hat are present. Hello, hi.
And which is why we're excited to get the third one, who is most likely to dress up at the drop of a hat.
And is very clearly the horniest out of all of you.
Oh, Lady Monarch, please say hello.
Hi, I'm Scarlet. I use she, they pronouns. Hello.
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 Hello. Before we get into the rest of tonight's session, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can buy yourself some lovely clickety-clack math rocks by going to phoenixdice.com, including some limited edition roll together dice, which are absolutely exquisite. I'm using all the big words tonight. And if you use the code ROLLTOGETHER, all caps, at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported and support by Michael Dobson's character art. You will see on our other long-running campaign stuff that there is loads of character art for all of their characters. That is all done by Mike. If you would like to have your own characters in that art style, then hit Mike up on Instagram for commissions. When I say about the description below, if you like doing that sort of stuff, please do consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and commenting on this video, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like so we know what to make more of. Massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom, by following the links in the description below. I think that's it. I don't think I have any other thank yous or if buts or maybes to say, so we're going to have a little swirly logo thing happen now, and then we are going to jump into the session. Right, so jumping into tonight's adventure, we have at least two brand new characters who are going to be joining us today, and one who has recently had an Origin episode go out. So, this is going to be very, very interesting indeed, I think. Lilly, could you please describe to the audience how you look, what you look like, and yeah, what you look like, basically?
Lily is a short, little pale thing with green scales, very pretty green scales, large horns, long dark hair, wears a green dress and very long sleeves, very long sleeves. She walks confident but very awestruck, because if she's never been somewhere before, it's it's all amazing and weird. What more do you need to know?
She's a dragonkin.
I'm a dragonkin.
Yes.
I'm an emerald dragonkin.
Yes, nice emerald scales.
Got emerald scales and a tail.
Oh.
Scales and a tail.
And a tail.
You are a wyvern blood, to be specific in this world. Anyway, because that's what we named them. Anyway, for Lily, you have been traveling for a little while. You've recently woken up from a rather large nap. You found that your supposed best friend has abandoned you.
Mm-hmm.
And you've done a little bit of questioning as to where he's gone. And some of the people in the town that you were in believe that he travelled south towards the town, towards the city of Abercathis.
Mhm.
So you've begun making your way there. You've gone through the marshland, you've gone through the small farming settlement of Eldermire, and you have now entered into the desert region, and you have now come into, or just entering, the town of Hazelthorn. Hazelthorn is a sort of crossroads town in the desert area. It is the stop-off point where, when I say crossroads town, I mean people travel here quite a lot in order, whether they're coming or going from the city of Abercathis. You can also go, there's other paths that you can take to go to the settlement of Ironhold or the village of Old Coast. If you really want to, you could go to the Griffside Fort. Don't know why anybody would want to go there. And a lot of more religious people like to go to a place known as the Shrine of Heroes, which is where people go to pray to 3 heroes that did some amazing deeds in the past. However, you've come here because you are trying to find your friend Brahm and where he went. And in order to do that, you need to get to Abercathis because that's where you've been told he is. However, as you enter into the town, your stomach is rumbling as you are incredibly hungry and you have no gold on you. I like the fact that you did that stomach noise. And as you enter into the town, we see 2 figures sitting at a cafe, having a discussion amongst themselves. I'm going to come to Tom first. Can you give us a description of what you look like and how you would react to seeing somebody who very clearly stands out walking into the town?
Sitting at the table, probably having nursed a cool drink for as long as he could, as we're watching the people running the place being like, we need the table. And he's like, hey, no, just, we're sitting, we'll pay, we'll get pastries, hey. Is a fire elf, probably about sort of 18, 19, very sort of lanky, sort of fiery red hair, sort of well tanned because of the vicinity, wearing a sort of like sleeveless leather jerkin, large sort of baggy trousers, barefoot. Just there's the slight sort of hipster feel as well. So this is Ogain Ember, known to his friends as Oggy, and maybe known to some people as Firefox. So if you want to get like an autograph or something, I'm sure I'd be happy to do it for like, a small fee. Yeah, just having a good day. Now I've noticed like there's a little dragon, little lizardy girl coming in, and hey, I notice things. I'm not stupid. I pick up on things, and I also don't have much money at the moment. Well, we're working through it, and maybe if we talk to the nice lizardy girl, she might want to buy us a pastry, and we won't get kicked out. I've got a plan.
And sitting opposite you, wearing a hood, is... And I'll hand it over to Talia. You're muted, Talia.
You're muted.
Sorry, I was having an idea. So you see there, kind of tall. I want you to imagine Alona Ma, and now imagine Alona Ma covered in like very fine, like silver mesh scales and lots of gauze. Because that is what you see, tall, powerful, strong, kind of veil over the face, covering up most of the features, veil around the body, kind of like, it's like someone cosplaying as being poorer than they are, because like it's the right like shape and style, but everything falls a little too nicely. Everything's just a little too soft a fabric, too well defined a cut. But again, like shorter blouse, a shorter kind of blouse thing, kind of like easily movable pants, kind of like open-toed shoes, easy to move around in, and again draped in fabric. Must be your arms with like a finely tipped claws going on through there. And Bob has just had the idea that their stage name could be Chrome, because they're shiny in silver to match Firefox.
Hey, yeah, I mean that's solid. I think that's the thing, Bobbins. You need like a name that people are gonna have like an ability to shout, like Firefox is 2, Chrome, Firefox, Chrome, Firefox. Yeah, I think that really could work.
I believe. No, could I have some more of those divine pastries? That would be absolutely excellent. Thank you. And you're doing such a fantastic job. Take your time. You don't need to rush. You know, of course, your service is, as always, impeccable.
Hey, Bobbins, you're doing a great job of like fitting in, because that's how we ragamuffins talk to the staff around here. That's really cool. Yeah.
I am one of the people. Am I doing this right? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. I mean, yeah, no, there's no issues. Don't worry about it. You're doing amazing. That said, I mean, I didn't bring my my purse is like my other baggy trousers. You do actually, because otherwise you're prepared to run, right? Like,
I've got money.
Oh, oh yeah, no, but I mean, you don't want to.
No, if this was a soulless, one of those soulless chain places that don't pay their workers well anyway, and all of the money that then it would be fine. But this is a small family business.
I mean, just because it's a family business, Bud, doesn't mean they're not soulless. I mean, they get like real angry if you don't pay, but
I'm just saying that if you want the economy to do well, you need to invest in the people who are locals who survive, who want to have. You don't want one of these corporations coming up, because honestly, they demand more. And
Og's just looking at you like unblinking, like it's like still got flaming eyes, but like, yeah. And now I think eyes flick over and is making eye contact with Lilly, of that sort of feeling of like, yeah, I see you.
I think for both of you, for you two and for Lilly, there is something on your table in between the two of you, and it's a piece of paper, it's not large piece of papyrus, should I say, and it details a tournament that is coming up at the local arena. And it is a mixed fighting tournament. By mixed fighting, it means martial and spellcasters can take part fighting against various enemies that are sort of brought into the arena. Not so much fighting against other teams, but fighting against creatures. And there is an award for 500 gold per team member when they beat it.
I mean,
for Lilly, the smell of food and drink hits your nostrils to the point where it's almost like cartoon style. It picks you up and drags you towards, because you are that hungry.
I saw Lily. I was like, don't look now, Bobbins, but there's a little lizard girl coming towards us. As for podcast listeners, Bobbins has turned around fully and is now also staring at Lil.
Would you like a pastry?
Yes. I mean, yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Emily, could you go and give some of those extra pastries for this? Put it on my tab. It's fine. People have tabs, right?
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah. Like I push the chair out with my legs so you can sit. Yeah, no, pull up a seat.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
My legs really hurt. Thank you.
You've been walking around the desert.
I've been walking longer than the desert. Like I was walking through a swamp, and then I walked through a town or two, and then just really on a road for a really long time, and then everything changed from like wet into like really dry, and then it got really hot, and I don't feel very good.
Oh no, that's far out. Yeah, that's tough.
Fascinating. Tell me more.
Yeah. Okay. Just gesture. It's like, you okay with like, I don't know, pomegranates?
Anything that goes in my face would be great. Thank you.
Hey, hey, Emily, how you doing? So our associate here needs like more pomegranate juice because she's been walking for like a really long time.
Ooh, I've never had that before.
It's good. It should
Yeah.
like refresh you. It should be good.
Ooh.
Oggy, by the way, pleasure to meet you.
Hello. I'm Lilly. Hello.
Hello, and this is Bob, my
Yes, ma'am.
associate.
You can call me Bob.
Hello, Bob.
So what brings you to town, Lil?
Oh, well, I'm looking for my. I'm looking for mine. Really tall. Is really nice and has a hat. Have you seen really tall and nice with a hat?
Like a mare or something? Like what kind of hat? What kind of tool? What kind of
No,
noise?
a horse. No, it's look, it's mine and just really tall and a bit green, but not totally green, and just it answers to Horde sometimes. Only to me though. You're not allowed to call him that. And he's my best friend.
Oh, right.
I think someone stole him.
Oh man, like someone stole your hoard. That's rough.
That's-
Yeah.
That's very, very unfortunate. Have you put in a complaint?
Well, where we lived before, there wasn't a lot of people, but I was running around and I was calling his name and nobody came and nobody, I didn't hear anything. So then I went walking and I kept calling his name until my throat really hurt, and it still kind of hurts a little bit. But, I complained to everyone I saw.
Scarlet, what's your passive perception?
9.
I rolled a 15 on sleight of hand. I'm trying to pickpocket her while she's talking.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I think that's the thing that I feel, and I'm like, oh no, she has no money. And then I'm like,
Well, actually, as you go to pickpocket Lily, your hand reaches sort of round towards her back area, thinking there might be like a pouch or something on her back, and you grip onto something long and hard. I was waiting for the reaction before I carried that story on. And as you go to lift the long and hard thing up from Lily's back, you feel it feels quite heavy to start with, and then as you lift it, it gets light, and you see that a sword is now at your throat that's floating in the air, and it is finely crafted.
hey,
And you pull your hand out, and there's a scabbard in your hand.
like you
This
drop.
is a very thin bladed, not quite rapier style, more like the sort of Japanese emperor swords, like the really thin ones. So it's very much like that, with a sort of circular handguard on it and a velvet red handle.
So there's a sword in my throat at the
And
moment.
nobody's holding it; it is just floating there, pointed at your neck.
Hey, you
Hey,
dropped this.
who? Why did you come out for?
Hey,
They've given us. Look, they're giving me food. Can you not? Why?
yeah, if you could put like your haunted sword away,
The
that's
sword floats back over to your side, Lily. The handle side knocks you in the head like it's headbutting you, and then it goes back into the scabbard.
Oh,
Silly.
such a brat sometimes. I swear. Sorry.
that's cool. That's cool. I'm just
That happens
it.
sometimes.
that's an impressive piece of tech you got there. That's
You.
yeah.
Well,
Maybe-
he's not that impressive. You
Hey.
know,
Slips out,
sometimes.
it slips out and hits you again.
Ow!
Slides back in.
Look, I know I just met you, but maybe you don't be rude to the haunted sword. It just seems...
Haunted. It's not haunted. It's just my brothers. You know.
Oh,
It's just my
right.
brothers. It's fine. That's why it hits me.
I have many heirlooms inherited from family, and they all have very interesting personalities.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very normal thing.
And by inherited, Bob means being a pauper like myself, that we find a lot of interesting things on the street.
They were given in services to people, and they were our payment, and they have been there in generations. They are things like
boots and belts, and I'm trying to like again very gently like pat the side of Bob.
It sounds like it was more than boots and belts.
Yeah, well, you find all sorts of things. So Lil, you've been saying that you've been looking for your horde. You're
Yep.
tall
Yep.
green guy.
Yep.
I haven't seen anyone like that, and I see all sorts of people, but doesn't mean that they're not here. Hey, don't be. Og feels a little bit bad actually, and just like, hey, don't be sad. Look, I'll tell you what, we'll help you look. Yeah. Just as you snot into your sleep. I'm just like,
Would you like to join us in combat?
Who are we fighting?
I'm just going to show them.
Yeah.
This will earn us money. Money earns us many messengers. These messengers could be paid to help you find your horde.
Ooh, and probably some more of the pastries, right?
Yeah.
Could like travel snacks. Okay. I haven't fought off a lot. I mean, normally that's Horde's job. But yeah, I could help.
You got a magic sword, so that's a good start.
He comes out when he wants to.
I'm good at so. Those, if you haven't been in part of it, there's all sorts of different ways you can fight, but they've based it on the three heroes. So there's combat, there's being all kind of clambery and dexterous, and there's magic. I'm good at clambering. Bob here's good at hitting things. And
That's cool. Yeah.
I don't want to be forward on the first date, but do you know magic?
Yeah. I know
That's
magic. Of course I do.
I'm going to lean forward to the sword. You will fight well for your person, or I will find the nearest blacksmith and have them melt you into putty. Do the job for which I'm trying to intimidate this magic sword.
Make me an intimidation check, please. Let me just quickly load the stats up for a sword.
What is the charisma of a sword?
15.
I think that's going to be it, but I just want to double check. So I shall pause the checks. Let this bit out. Oh yes, that beats it. It has a -5 to charisma.
It's grumpy.
You watch as you intimidate this sword. You watch as it shakes within its scabbard, and you can almost hear the metal of the blade hitting against the bits on the inside.
You will be turned into a baby's rattle for your entirety, to be gummed upon and left aside. Or you can fight well.
It starts sort of pushing itself more into Lily, like it's trying to hide from you.
Pointy. No, calm. Just behave. That's all. Just don't. Just listen to the nice Bob. Yeah. The pastry giver. Yes. Fine.
So yeah, if you want to be part of the team, then
Team. I could be good in a team. I could be.
Well, because it's like the ancient heroes where there were 3 of them, so they're like doing it with 3, and I mean, sort of like if you basically, Lil, you're gonna have to come up with like a cool name, you know, something that the
Really
people
is
can
cool.
shout.
Because of the edged weapon. So you are Firefox and I am Chrome, and they could be.
I was thinking that.
I mean, it's more of a noise than a name, but we can work with it.
Sure. I mean, it could be just Lily.
So your name, but like growl. Lilly.
Yeah, that's intimidating. Lily.
Just rolling something. With a 9 deception. Yeah, that's intimidating. That's gonna get the crowds.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
No. Oh.
Sorry.
It's fond of my idea. I thought it was clever.
Hey, Bob. I'm trying to convey to Bob for the next person that we fleece. Then yes, we can. Yeah, no, Bob. It's a good. Hey, bud. Hey, sort of like scoop my chair around so I've got my arm right, even though there's a height difference here. Hey, yeah, no, mate, come on. Yeah, it's good. Kind of looking at Lily, being a bit like, hey, can you?
Yeah. We'll go with your idea. You sound much more adept at this than I am. I mean, if you think yeah.
Wallace, I like having good ideas.
Yeah, you're certainly full of them, Bob. So we have to go to the pit and sign up, and
Oh, okay.
we probably need like a team name. Listen, Lil, it's all about what people can yell, from the crowd, and like merchandise stuff that we can, put on mugs and T-shirts. And once we get a little bit of money from that, then I kind of rise up the ranks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
Just Team Bob. Team Bob will do. Bob.
I was going to say, should your team name be WWW?
I think it has to. Wonderful, wise, and winsome. No, I don't know which one of us is winsome. Windy. No. Hey, we can work.
Me. I'm probably windy.
Hey, hey, and I'm probably wonderful, and Bob is probably wise.
There you go.
Absolutely the wisest of creation.
Yeah.
You're called the Browsers. It was supposed to be the Bruisers, but they spell it the Browsers.
I think that is what we're now called the Browsers.
Okay.
Yeah. So
We will peruse your wares.
So
we will Google your Chrome.
Oh, we're fret. Yeah. So, Josh, you know that we don't have money, so I think we're going to have to disengage and get out of here. Considering
Bob said they had money.
Bob does have money, but Bob has a nasty habit of flashing that money around. Sorry, Dad, I'm going to try and make a persuasion check to be able to go. It's a 15, where I'm like, look, maybe we save our money for another time, or maybe you learn that a few coppers is enough. You can't just keep putting gold down on the table. This is very funny thinking about the extreme height difference.
I don't know what I'd roll against it, but I did roll just to check, and I rolled a natural 5. So,
I think, to be honest, are you going to run away with me, or are you going to sort of not underpay what you would consider underpay these people, because you seem to give them a lot of money for something they do deserve?
I would essentially not give them the full tip, but essentially because I'm overpaying them to start off with.
I think that's where Yes, so I think we've left a couple of gold for what would be a couple of silvers worth of pastries and pomegranate juice.
Yeah, that's fine. It comes to about that anyway, so you're able to leave a little bit of coin down, and you can just get up and leave and make your way towards the pit area. Or the arena, should I say.
So, we're obviously... Og gets the Kitsune mask out, which is made of wood in this version, painted, and Bob hides their face. You got any way of obscuring yourself, or?
Not really. Why would not really?
Oh, hey! That's not a problem. I mean, that's something we can
Do
workshop.
I need to hide myself?
Well,
Do I need to?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I think that. What a mystery.
Bleh.
Yeah. That's
Precious.
I mean, me and Bob hide our faces for reasons of.
Why you got nice faces?
Thank you. We grew them ourselves. Yeah, it's because we don't. Again, I'm rolling a deception just because as he's lying 6. Yeah, because we don't want to be.
Roll a
Yeah.
The
Or
insight,
insight.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
Our insight, beg pardon, I will re-roll. Okay. That's 12.
So, Oggy is basically saying the reason we wear masks is because we don't want to get fans to know us when we're out in the streets, and it's going to be so inconvenient. That's probably a lie. Up to Lilly with her worldview to decide why he's lying.
Well, sure, your fans, sure.
Yeah, well, I think that. Yeah, well, we're starting out,
Oh yeah, you're gonna have fans at some point. They're gonna, you're gonna get tons.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We have plenty of fans. We come out and plenty of very young people throw themselves at us on the regular.
Yeah, it's hard, but we're dealing with it.
Okay.
Not you want that kind of life, of course. You want to find your.
Got to run around and throw myself at people. There's never really a good idea. Not all of them catch me, and it can really hurt my back.
I will catch you. I am
Thank
very
you.
good at catching people.
She is really good at catching people. We did one match, which was an obstacle course, and I was doing really well. I was running along the monkey bars, and then I fell off, and then I was gonna hit my head, but Bob just sort of caught me and kind of bridal carried me for a bit.
Aww.
There
Oh,
were paintings made of that moment.
oh. Are you
What?
What?
Never mind. Okay.
Oh, I think in the background you see us. So, just you quietly hear me go, geese. Just.
Never mind. It's not my business. Not my business. Anyway. So what happens in the pit exactly? Do we run around and?
So there's different kind of matches. As I said, there's ones which are just one-on-one combat with gladiators. There's ones that are a bit more sort of acrobatic. Sometimes they flood the arena and it's a ship battle. Or there are ones which is sort of capture the. Have you ever played Capture the Flag? It's sort of obstacle kind of stuff.
Well, I sort of with my brother maybe when I was younger, but then he used to grab the flag and beat me with it. So, if that's what happens, that could be a bit painful, but okay.
No ally of mine shall be beaten without their consent.
Again, I'm sort of looking, I think I'm slightly walking behind you, and you see actual concern go through your face. Kind of the persona of hey, I'm a streetwise guy being oh my god. And then it kind of occurs to me, he had the magic. Oh my god, did he beat her with a magic sword? Oh my god. No one's gonna. Well, actually, maybe the other gladiators might beat you, but no, we're not going to So yeah, we don't necessarily know, but this one that gives us 500 each. It's like the big event. It's the thing that people come and see.
Okay.
And it's cool actually. If you actually become like a proper fighter, you get to tour. You get to go all over the lands, and it's a good life.
They pay you for visiting engagements and for what was it? Brand deals. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, like, if you can sell, the pomegranate juice, or certain pies, or weapons, blacksmiths actually. If you can, they'll put. So, like, when you beat your competitor and you hit them with your shield, and then you're like, this is the shield of a fine blacksmith found on the high street, and you're like, yeah. So,
But Dave over there made it. Yay!
yeah, like if Dave realizes, so like a Dave shield broke that man's nose. Yeah. It's worth pointing out. There's also healers, so no one dies.
Oh,
Usually.
well, that's nice. I probably should have asked that. It's good that's good that yes.
Yeah. Just both of us like, yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, like as I said, like Bob here is really good at like hitting things. I'm good at climbing on things, and you've got magic and a magic sword. Healing. Some certain matches don't let you do healing.
I can't do.
That's kind of look up at Bob where I don't think either of us can heal. It's like, yeah, that's good.
Come back the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just be careful.
So, as you are travelling through the town of Hazelthorne, it's not a very big town. It's one of those sort of places that's on the cusp of being a village, but it's got enough houses and enough people for it to be considered a town, especially considering the fact that people travel through here quite a lot. The roads are basically, think of a Western film. It's very sort of sandy around here, and a lot of the homes are made out of wood. There's not a lot of brick or stone houses around. It's mainly wood. And as you travel, the arena itself is very out of place. It's as if somebody's taken the Roman Colosseum and stuck it in the middle of a Western town, basically. Although the Roman Colosseum is a lot smaller in this instance. It is made out of sandstone and concrete and brick. It looks like it's had various different renovation works done to it. It looks ancient, probably part of an old settlement that was here before this town was. But as you all enter, you can see that it's very, very busy. There is a long queue of people looking to get in, and they're buying tickets on the door, and they are being shown up a set of stairs that takes them out into the seating areas that sort of circle around the entire area. As you enter in, you present your gladiatorial papers, because as being part of a gladiator in this world, you have to have papers to say that you are. And you do get questioned as to who Lilly is, and you would say that you would know that you need to register Lilly as a gladiator so you can get her papers, but that's a quick job to do. There's like a couple of coins that need to be paid for it, but you can do that. You can get that license after the first match, sort of thing. So they will allow that once the match has been completed. So as you enter in, there is a large orcish man who is stood there wearing a suit but without the arms on. It looks like he's wearing a full like 3-piece suit, but tailored to really hot weather. So, and he looks you up and down. Are you entering into the arena?
Yeah. We're the browsers with third member.
Right. Can I see your licenses, please?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, she's just.
That's the receipt. It's in process.
Yeah.
It'll be finalised afterwards.
Okay, yep, no, that's fine. Right, so let me just have a look. And he takes your papers. You would also have paperwork for your team name as well. So it would list the members of the browsers. Right, so we've got Firefox.
Hey.
We've got Chrome. Who's Opera?
Oh, that's this one, because she's a dignified... She used to be a performer on the stage, and now she wants to fight for her freedom.
I thought she didn't have her license yet.
Well, she wants to fight for her freedom.
That's the
what
receipt. The license is in process.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, okay. Right. No worries. Right, take that through. Go over to the reception desk. They'll lead you out into the arenas. You can sign up. You sign up at the reception as to which game you're taking part in. I will let you know now that there's a big tournament going on at the minute to see who can survive the most rounds. If you get to the end, if you get to the final round and beat the final round, there is a massive payout. If you don't, then you get, I think it's 500 gold split between between all of your team members. 2,000 gold if you defeat the boss.
Who's the boss?
I'm not allowed to say. I have to keep it a surprise. And he looks over where there's audience members that are coming through. It's a surprise for the audience.
Is the boss Jeffrey? Because he's absolutely awful.
Oh, no, no, no. You won't be fighting against people. You'll be fighting against creatures.
Oh, wow.
Jeffrey,
Are they cute?
I'm sorry, you all spoke at once there.
Sorry. Yeah, Bob first.
Oh, no, it was just that Jeffrey is a creature, but very particularly loathsome.
Yeah, he cheats. I mean, game recognized game, but okay, no, we get it. We're keep mum, keep it secret for the crowds. Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
Opera.
Dragonkin lady?
Are they
Opera,
cute?
yes.
The monster.
Yeah.
Cute.
Is
If
the
you'd like to go
monster-
to the reception area, you can get yourself signed up. He's choosing to not say anything because
Can I roll persuasion?
you can roll. You can either roll me persuasion or insight.
I would like to batter my eyelashes.
Oh my
and look as
goodness.
cute as possible.
And for
If it's cute. That's only a 13.
Oggy, that's fine. For Oggy and Bob, either of you, either or both of you can roll a insight check.
Yeah.
Tell the lady if it's cute.
I got a 6, where I think I'm kind of getting more into. Right, okay. I'm used to not asking questions, getting in there, falling off the monkey bars. This is more than I want to work with.
Okay, so with a 13, he looks to you, Lily, and he makes sure that his back is turned to the audience members because he doesn't want to give anything away. But his eyes go wide, and he kind of he sort of shakes his eyes with you know how he does that, but with his eyes. To your question as to whether it's cute, whether these creatures are cute, and the answer is no.
Oh.
But yes, if you'd like to please make your way over to a reception desk and get your new friend fully registered, and then you can get yourself entered into whatever you want to do.
Cool. Cheers. Just walking. Are you going to have a problem, like, fighting cute things? Because sometimes you have to, like, fight, small things, and they get bigger and scarier.
Well, if it's a cute thing, then you can make friends with the cute thing, and then the cute thing won't hurt you.
Blinks. Is that something you can do, or?
What do you mean? I could just be like, oh, cool, and then they'll make friends with me.
Firefox is getting the look of, oh god, what have I signed up for?
Just going straight into the room. Hello, greetings, it is wonderful to see you. Or Jeffrey, how do you do? It's been such a while. It's a pleasure again. Margaret, oh, wonderful. And it's like making the rounds.
Yeah, you make the rounds. These aren't the names of these people.
No.
They're people that you've seen before, that you fought in the arena before. And they've told you their names multiple times, but you keep getting them wrong. And they're like, Oh god, right, yeah, oh, it's the browsers again. Oh, shake your
It's the
hands.
same names for each person every time. It's just whatever they call themselves is inconsequential. As are they.
Oh wow.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so you're okay with the shop owners, but it's the gladiator. You're like, no, inconsequential little people. Yeah.
Well, in one situation, there is a clear comparison of power and service. Here, we have decided that we are all on the same field, and none of them are as good as us.
You do have a point there. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about meeting you, and you'll be like, but then Jeffrey hit me. I'm like, who's Jeffrey? Like that guy. I'm like, what?
The small spindly one with the ears and the hair.
What? Throat slasher? And he's like, I'll kill you. I was like, yeah, Jeffrey.
There's someone in the corner who's got like a mannequin from one of the training dummies in their hands, and they're sort of carving a smiley face into it. And they're like, I'm Throat Slasher.
Hey.
There's a pick up going, Jeffrey!
Hey.
You need to stop harming other people's merchandise as I kind of slightly shake. It's very, very rude. I'll just put him on a high shelf.
But it's lacking a smiley face.
On a high shelf, he's now just dangling and can't get down.
Oh no, not again.
The Angel, so that's Throat Slasher. He got his name by slashing someone's throat in the arena. So yeah.
Like literally just like.
Yeah. So
They were
like
okay though. They managed to survive the ordeal as a woman walks up to you, wearing very sort of fancy, sort of almost like. So the image that I have in my head is she's got blue trousers on, she's got a blue shirt with a darker blue waistcoat on, and she's got one of those like frilly tie things.
It's a bolo tie.
Yeah, like a bolo tie thing,
yeah.
but it's like really frilly.
Yeah.
She's got chestnut brown hair that's tied up into a ponytail, long pointed ears, and spectacles that are down her nose. She looks quite young. She's an elf. Probably of the high elf ancestry, and she's got a clipboard in her hand. She's like, yes, the browsers. I see that you are here. What is this? A new member of your team?
Yeah. So I slightly lean in to Lilly. It's like, so if you want to also do like a character voice as well, that gives you a chance to like really boost the crowd.
I'm in the team.
Yeah, this is
okay.
This is opera. She's like a fancy opera singer who now wants to like fight for her freedom.
So fancy.
Okay, that sounds perfectly fine. Yes, I will get that registration done and everything, and you can hand over paperwork and all of that sort of stuff.
Josh,
Sorry?
have we met her before?
Yes, she's known as the Quartermaster. You don't know what her name is, but she's just known around here as the Quartermaster.
I feel that I have a running joke of, I recognise her. Yeah, I know that she's got a name, but I will keep on giving her different names each time to try and see.
I was about to say she's probably one person that you would probably respect here, because you've seen her kick people's asses. Throat Slasher, she's kicked through the ceiling at one point.
Is it? Now I tried Samantha, and you went close but not quite, and then wouldn't tell me which of your names it was. How about Starshine, because you shine like the stars in the sky?
If I didn't know any better, Bob, I think you were flirting with me. And I shall have you know that if you are flirting with me, that is very dangerous waters.
No.
And her smile says 1,000 words.
Yeah.
It is nothing but the utmost respect and gentility for such a marvellous individual as yourself.
Well, I'm glad you recognise my superiority to you. Now, what are you entering today? Are you taking part in any of our individual games, or would you like to take part in our massive tournament? You have enough members.
The massive tournament's the one from the paper as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's basically the monster fight thing. Yeah.
So does it have like a title? Is it like the grand tournament or something?
It's called the Big Game Hunter Tournament.
Well, like, so, Oggy also sort of, like, drops the pretext a bit, you know, because that was, he's like, yeah, no, so, yes, we're going for the big game tournament, I think. But,
Good.
yes.
Well, you've got enough members. So, rules of the game are you are allowed to have mixed classes with you, people of the spellcaster variety, people of the healing variety, people of the more martial variety. They're all allowed to enter. There are no limitations on magic that can be used. This includes healing magic. If you happen to have any healing magic with you, you can. You are allowed to enter with 2 healing potions, which will be provided with you when you enter into the tournament, so you do not have to use your own stock. You do need to use your own weapons and everything. Any damages that are done to your weapons will be repaired after the games. There is no chance of death. We have clerics on side for healing if it should happen. This is a game of 3 rounds that you have to survive. For each round, you earn yourselves a number of gold. If you fail at one of these, you will leave the arena with that number of gold. If you are able to succeed, you get a bonus on top. We are not allowed to say what the creatures are, as this is a surprise for the audience and for the gladiators. You are to go in as prepared as you can be for whatever situation comes up. It's part of the challenge.
Not. Thanks, Gore Master.
Thank you.
That is perfectly fine. Normally there is an entry fee for these types of games, but there won't be for this. There are bets that will be happening in the rows, and we take a portion of the bets, and you will take some as well. We take a larger percentage of the bets because we are funding this, and you will get a set amount of gold at the end.
Absolutely, my lady. Look, I do a bow and the kiss of the hand, which is high key flirting if you're a normal person, and just very standard practice if you are not.
She nods to you. Right, well, if you'd like to take one of these, and she hands you a small little bit of papyrus that says the number 2 on it, you will be the second team that goes in. We have another team who has just entered. They're called the Desert Walkers. They have just started and are currently fighting. And she sort of looks out towards where the arena area is. You can kind of see through like this mesh of wooden frames that are sort of covering the area to sort of give a bit of shade in here. And you can see that there's movement and fighting and cheering. Those noises have been going on the entire time. Would you like to go up and have a look to see what these people are fighting?
Yes.
Yes.
So you go up and you watch as these people are fighting a 2-headed lion, quite larger than a normal lion, but it is 2-headed and it is sort of biting at them, and they're blocking and parrying the blows away. Crowd is going absolutely crazy at it. You can see that there are sort of machines that in the corners that are sort of rotating blades and things, and every now and then you watch as these long sticks pop out of the ground closer to the center of the arena, and as they pop out of the ground, these long 10-foot blades stick out 5-foot blades stick out from either side and start spinning around, and you watch as one of the Desert Walkers walks into one and gets cut in the side, falls down onto one knee, bleeding. You can see that the Desert Walkers themselves are basically wearing no armor or anything. They've got rag scarves on their heads, and they've got like loincloths and things on, and they look very battered and bruised. But yeah, so that's the fight that's happening at the moment. They don't seem to be winning. It seems that the Desert Walkers are only going to succeed past round 2. So, and just because that is a 2-headed lion there does not mean that is what you will be fighting. What you will be fighting will be randomly generated from our board.
Thanks, Quartermaster. Are there any? It's just the 2 at the moment. We haven't anyone. Do you have anyone after us yet?
No, nobody else wants to take the challenge on at the moment. So, please put on a good show.
Will do. Just how's the crowd been today? You know, are they baying for blood or?
No. They've been quite reasonable at the moment. I think they might be getting a bit bored because of the lack of attention that we've had to this game. they've been sitting around watching minor games
So
take place.
put on a good show.
Put on a very good show, please. Yes.
We can do that.
Brilliant. And you hear, as your conversation finishes, you hear an announcer outside saying, "The desert walkers have been defeated. Quick, get the clerics out onto the field. One of them has his guts hanging out. Somebody restrain that lion." And you can look out and you watch as one of the guys has got his guts hanging out outside, and the clerics walk over and they begin packing the guts back in and start healing him up. Stretchers pulled out.
I really quickly talked to Lilly, dropped a few texts. Was like, "Don't look at it. It's just better if you just keep away. It's randomized. Just keep away from."
I just shift. My body is in the way, and nothing can be seen.
Two of the.
Are you got a bomb? Because
two of the sort of guards come out and they sort of. It looks like they've got. It looks like they're gearing up to throw lassos, or whatever they're called. But they've got nothing in their hands. Way, that's rude. And they throw it. They sort of throw nothing. And as this nothing seems to make contact with these two lion heads, you watch as this brilliant blue energy sort of comes from their belts along an invisible rope that basically shocks this creature into submission, and then they drag it out.
I also just really quickly talked to Lily. I was like, "Yeah, okay. Actually, no, it's all three of us." So like, all right. So Bob knows what we're doing, but okay. So opera. The more we can play up to the crowd, the better. They'll put more money down. The more they cheer, the more we'll get. So if you get a chance to like do. Basically, if you do your spells, but a bit more like pizzazz or cartwheels. I mean, I'm going to be jumping around the entire place. Bob's going to be picking things up. Bob's going to throw me at one point. So, just yeah. And, I think we all have a very similar. I think I'm quite short, so of a similar height to you. Like, don't be. Yeah, as Bob sort of like leans over us. Look, don't be scared. Okay, you're gonna be okay.
You just see the.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be that again, is it? Because they're not going to use the lines. But we're not going to let anything happen to you. You're part of the team now, and that.
Okay.
And if things go bad, you've got a magic sword.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that one?
Sword sort of comes out of the sheath a little bit and then goes back in. Right, next up we have a new group of people. You know them well from our recent endeavours within the arena, but they are new to taking on this particular tournament. We have the Browsers! And you just hear the crowd go, "Way!" And as you are led to where the entranceway to the arena is, the gates are opened and you begin making your way out. And at that point, we are going to take a very quick break before we enter into any sort of fighting or anything like that. So we are going to take a short rest. Please do consider going to get yourselves some drinks and stuff. Pause the video. We'll have some little adverts that will play so that it doesn't just go straight into the second half. But yes, go get yourself some drinks and we will see you in a little bit. And goodbye.
Talia, when did you get here?
Talia's playing? Oh my lord.
Yeah, the whole time.
And that's the kind of stuff you're getting Act 2.
We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We have had our short rest and we are going to dive straight back into the action. In the first half, we had Lilly, Ogie, and Bob meet each other for the first time. They formed a small group, which was called the Browsers because of a previous mishap with two of its members and naming themselves. And they have travelled to the arena in Hazelthorne to participate in the Big Game Hunter tournament, which is basically a survival tournament. They witnessed the desert walkers get slaughtered by a two-headed lion, and they were then called up to enter the arena afterwards. Now, one thing I didn't say before we went on to break is that each of you are given two standard potions of healing to have during this. Now, we are going to roll initiative in a moment. I will let you all know now that this is going to be one combat. with 3 rounds to it. So there will be no opportunity to heal in between rounds because it's survival. As soon as you
like the gate opens and the next thing comes in, or are we going to have a moment to catch our breath? Or is it...
You'll have a moment to catch your breath. So if you've got like actions, bonus action things that you can do to recover yourselves or spell slots, you can do that, but you won't get the opportunity to take short rests.
And we're not going to leave the arena. We're just
You won't leave the arena at all. You'll be in the arena the entire time. A little fun little thing that happens during an arena, a gladiatorial game, is at the top of every round, all participants roll a performance check. Now, depending on how you roll on your performance check, you could either gain advantage on your next thing that you do or disadvantage, depending on what you roll. It's to sort of show how the crowd are working with you. So, and it'll be for each individual person. So, although I'll take successes and failures into account with it. So, right. Before we roll initiative, could I have Scarlet?
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll me a d6, please?
A D6, like a
Or
D6.
like a d6, like a d6.
A 3.
A 3, fandabidosi. That's good. Tomothy, could you roll me a d4, please?
I could indeed. I can tell you that is a 3.
Oh, okay, that's going to be interesting.
Oh no.
And then Talia, could you also roll me a d4, please?
No. That's a 1.
A 1. I'm glad you rolled that.
Why? Is that good or bad for us?
That's good for you.
The last combatant is a kitten, and we're like, but it's too cute. We pick it up and go, mama, 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 and everyone's like, yay!
You've defeated it in single combat between this kitten and this toothpick.
Right, now before we get any further into descriptions of things and all of that, I would like all of you to roll me initiative, please. Okay, Bob, what did you roll?
Natural 20 for 25.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Pew, pew, pew.
I like to reward natural 20, so that's good. Lily, what did you roll?
17.
So, something good. And then Oggy, what did you roll?
A 9.
Oh, okay.
I'm too busy playing it up to the crowd.
Okay, so as you all come out, could you all... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that yet. It goes at the top of the round. At the top of the round, with a natural 20, I will allow Bob for you to get an extra turn, basically a surprise round. So you will get that now, and then you'll have another turn. Basically, you've got 2 turns. As you all walk out into this arena, you can see that none of the traps or tricks or anything that were happening before are active. Everything seems closed. On the other side, there are 3 gates that open and 3 large creatures walk out. They are wolves, basically. These look like dire wolves. However, as they begin walking towards you, what you watch as their forms begin to shimmer, and then they all disappear and then reappear 20 feet in front of their positions. These are blink wolves.
Ooh.
Teleporting
Blink
wolves.
puppies.
Yes. So, Bob, you get to go first. These creatures are currently at 30 feet away from you.
That's fine. I have a speed of 40.
That's good then.
Go, Bob.
Woof, woof. I would like to rage, please.
I would like to rage. Yes.
Begin. All of the fabric in this is bluttering very dramatically, swinging the great axe, and I'm going to run forward, and I would like to go and hit a wolf, a blink wolf.
You may hit one of the blink wolves. Please make me an attack roll.
18.
18 will hit. Roll me some damage.
Fantastic. So that is I. No.
And please pick A, B, or C.
A. I am attacking the alpha.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that one is. Ooh. That is a bad roll for that one. But then I also get to roll. Okay. And then with the wages plus 2. So it is stupidly 6 points of weapon slashing damage because I rolled shitty. It is 10 points of 10 points of necrotic damage and another 2 points of slashing rage damage.
How is that bad damage rolls?
I rolled a 2 out of my d12.
Oh. What are you fighting with?
Yes. What is your weapon?
A great axe. Big.
I mean, it is a great axe.
It's a very great axe.
As you swing this axe down, you almost carve this wolf in two. It is on its last legs. Quite literally. You've cut one of its legs off.
Oh no.
And the axe has sort of sliced another one sort of in half. This thing is on its last legs. You guys are protected from death. These things aren't.
Yep. No, we didn't tell Lily that. Because maybe she would have don't want to do it.
Well, you guys don't know that. I'm telling you from GM to players that
We've seen things in the arena, you know. Yeah. It's amazing how many of the two-headed lions just go up to a farm.
is that everything on your turn, Bob?
That is my bonus action, my action of my surprise round. So I would like to hit it again.
Go, Bob.
Indeed.
So that is that's cocked as heck. Okay, 21 to hit.
That will hit. You're going for A again?
A again.
Yep.
That is so much better. Including the rage 16 points of slashing damage.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, how do you want to kill it?
I just look. I don't want to ruin the pelt, so I've taken off one leg. So I'm just kind of going to a nice swift one across the throat. Just put it out of its misery.
But out of its misery, it slumps to the floor. Now, because that was done so swiftly, I'd like you to make an intimidation check with advantage, please. And I'm going to roll something as well.
Intimidation. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, they did not pass. They're frightened of you, but not the frightened condition. They can still attack you, but they have disadvantage on their attacks.
Fantastic. And I am just going to be their big, strong dragonborn Alona Mar.
Sorry, no, rephrase that. They're not frightened, they're taunted, so they will attack you. That's what I'm going for.
That's the opposite of frightened. They're
Yes.
coming for.
They are well, because if they were frightened of you, they were going to come for one of you two. But then they would.
Not want that to happen.
Yeah.
I want them to have to prove themselves against me.
Yeah, these things are savage wolves, like they've been, made to fight, sort of thing. So, yeah, they won't cower away from someone. So, at the end of your turn?
Yes.
Quick check-in. How does the audience feel about that? Are we popping
Audience
off?
going, "Wah," and they're loving it. They are cheering, and some of them are singing. Some of them go, Bob, 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 Bob. And
I
they
called
start,
myself Chrome now for this.
oh, Chrome, Chrome, Chrome. And then there's like a Mexican wave style thing where they go, Chrome. One of the direwolves is going to basically charge at you, Bob, and is going to make an attack against you. It does not have another one within range of you, so it does not get pack tactics.
It's fine.
That's 16 plus 5, so 21 to hit you.
My armor class is 13.
Bob.
I am easy to hit. There is a lot of me.
That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage, which will be halved because you're raging. And you are knocked prone. Yes, that's right. I'm using the new direwolf stats.
No, that bad.
Am I knocked prone?
You are not prone, yes. There's no saving throw. You are just not prone.
Yes,
As
but
it runs up to you, jumps, and pushes you, unless you have something that prevents you from being not prone. As it barrels into you.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've got something.
You don't have to be knocked on your ass. You can fall to one knee and be considered prone.
Could I make it look like I intended to do that and I am doing a dramatic sweep?
You can indeed. Make a performance check for me, please.
Yes. That is a 17.
17. With that, you basically trick the crowd into believing that that was a planned maneuver and that you're not actually prone, you're just down on one knee. Although you have taken a little bit of damage from the wolf itself, but that combination that you've done, mixed with the wolf trying to knock you on the ground, causes the crowd to sort of roar up in cheer again as they're seeing this titanic battle between you and a dire wolf happen.
That is my round.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, it is Lily's turn. But at the end of the wolf's turn, it's Lily's turn, should I say?
Oh, never mind.
So it's you
Oh,
now.
now it's mine?
Yeah, now it's you, sorry.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I have an ability, and it's she says no. It's not an action.
Ooh.
Oh no! You can send telepathic messages to any creature you see within 30 feet of you. You need to share any language. You don't need to share any language with the creature, but it must be able to understand at least one word to comprehend the message.
Cool.
I actually want to speak to the wolves in their mind and say, back dogs! To try and get them to run back and stop hurting us. Be more frightened. Be actually frightened.
I will allow you to make an intimidation check with disadvantage because they don't actually understand any languages, but I don't want you to waste the ability.
I mean, it's a loud voice in your head going, "Rah!" You're like,
Yeah, that's why I'm allowing it. That's why I'm allowing it, but with disadvantage.
It's 11.
Cool. Let me just
Would have been 20 if it wasn't disadvantage.
Okay.
if it
So
was an actual dog, oh, they would be running away.
No, I mean, very bad dogs.
Bad dog.
one of the wolves doesn't know where that noise come from. Probably would you be targeting the one that attacked Bob or just anyone?
The one that attacked Bob.
Cool. You target the one that attacks Bob, and you can see it's looking around, looks back towards where it came from to see if its handler had come out and was shouting at it, but doesn't notice it, and it's looking concerned.
Okay. We don't have to roll the performance yet, do we?
Not yet, no. Top of the round.
Okay. I'm gonna keep something special for that particular thing. I would like to make big flamboyant gestures with my hands.
Yep.
And call forth my sword.
The sword,
Come on, you little bugger. I need you right now.
it shakes and then shing, pops out of the scabbard and floats
I'm doing
around,
like this, so it looks like I'm
controlling it. Yeah.
meow.
The crowd are absolutely fascinated with this. Like, oh my god, a flying sword! That's so cool, and she's controlling it. That's amazing! Way!
In the background, I'm being like mugging, like everything that these two have been doing. They're like, look at that! Look at that! You know?
Awesome.
And I will again try to assist Bob with the sword, just sending the sword.
Awesome. So you can send the sword over that. I mean, controlling the sword is a separate thing. It's on its turn, so you still have everything on your turn you can do. It goes directly after you, so you still got action and bonus action. if your telekinetic thing didn't take anything.
I know it says in the sheet that it's not an action.
There you go then.
But
yeah.
Lily is going to use that as an action first because she's not going to. She's been planning. Okay, flamboyant. I can do that. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Lovely. So I'll sending the sword out first to make the attack.
Awesome. Brilliant. So do you want the sword to make an attack?
Yes, please.
Yep. Okay. So roll me a d20 and add 3 to it, please.
Okay. 12.
12. I don't think that hits. Let me just check. No, it just misses. But it sort of pings into the dirt and then gets stuck, has to wiggle its way out, and then flies up past Bob's head as the attack misses. It doesn't get a second attack, unfortunately.
Okay. Sorry, Mom.
Awesome. Is that everything on your turn?
For now, yes.
Awesome. Okay, we move to one of the other wolves. The other wolf is going to, as it was taunted by Bob, is going to move up to attack Bob. Now, it gets advantage because of pack tactics, and because it's the long-running campaign, it would also get advantage because you have the prone condition, which means it gets a +1 to the attack from that. So it's going to attempt to bite you. One of those was an actual 1. The other one was a 13 plus 6. So it'll be +6 instead of +5. So yeah, that hits us 19. And it is going to deal not that much damage. It deals 6 points of piercing damage, which you half to 3, and knocks you prone again. You're already prone, so it doesn't do that.
I embrace it into my arms.
Give it a big cuddle, and the crowd are cheering. There's a lot going on at the moment, and they are absolutely loving it. That's the end of its turn. That makes it Oggie's turn.
As I said, I've been kind of mugging in the background to get the audience to pop off because I know how this works. I know that even if we lose, we might make it up in bets if people like us. But I'm gonna start running, and because I'm a monk, I'm gonna kick it. I think I'm gonna kick the wolf out of Bob's arms and see what happens.
Yeah, so you're going for C then, because that's the one that Bob caught.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Lift it up, you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we start with 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice, lovely.
And because I've got the feet crusher, it is not 5 feet back. So literally, I kind of jump, side kick, and just kick this wolf out of the way.
As it gets lifted up, you sort of jump and almost flip kick it into the side, and it skirts out of Bob's hand and skids into the dirt. I'm going to say it's got the prone condition from the way that you both line that up.
Then perfectly, a chance to flurry of blows as I come to the fist comes down to hit it.
I gave it the prone condition, so you'll have advantage on this as you sort of travel along with your kick into it and begin punching it.
It was a 7 and an 8, so I think I kind of land on the side, and then I'm just okay, discombobulate as I bring an elbow to try and catch it in the jaw.
Yep. Still with advantage.
With advantage, thank you. It's all about playing up to the crowd. 18.
18 will hit.
So that is now 9 points of bludgeoning.
Ooh, nearly. Okay.
And because I've got the flurry of blows, and because I'm using drunken technique, this lets me disengage. So I think I will sort of step back, and it gives me an extra 10 feet of movement. So I think I've sort of moved back so I'm near Bob, and also slightly take a knee and just be "You all right?"
Oh, I'm marvellous, but thank you.
Gentle pummel and a kid. And she is probably older than me, but, and then just sort of again, springing on my heels and being turning to the audience going, yeah, come on. Yeah, really, as I said, this is all about making them pop off and seeing if,
The wolf is incredibly injured. It's on its last legs, as you have basically pummeled the crap out of it. And so, is that the end of your turn?
That is my action. That is my bonus action. I still have my reaction.
Awesome. So we go back to the top of the round. At the top of the round, I would like each of you to make me a performance check. Now, because each of you did all of your things in really nice ways, mainly Lily giving up her action to make it as flamboyant as possible, I will allow you all to have advantage on this.
Woohoo!
Fair enough.
God, I need it.
So Lily gave you advantage. The two, both Bob and Oggy, with your flamboyant moves, has lowered the DC. So
I mean, would a 6 do?
unfortunately not, no.
Yeah.
15.
15, yep.
22.
22, amazing. Right. So with that, the crowd cheer at everything that's going on. Their cheer seems to be focused more on opera and chrome, and you can hear people singing operatic sounds throughout they're nowhere near in tune, but that's sort of ringing out around through the crowd while other people are doing the sort of chrome thing. Unfortunately, nobody seems to be going oggy, 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 oi, oi, oi.
I like to think it's because what I've just done is what I do. It's not impressive. It's not different. They've seen me drop kick things all the time. And I think mentally I'm like, right, okay, I need to change it up. Like springing on my heels, being like, okay, yeah. And then I look to Lily and be like, yeah, that, they're calling your name. You're doing more of that. You're doing a great job. Kind of like side eye as she just appears to have burped at me.
So
Nervous, like, okay.
for both Bob and Lily, you'll both gain an advantage on whatever it is you'd like to do next. For Oggy, you didn't roll below a certain threshold, so you won't get anything, not even disadvantage.
That's
You need to roll below a certain amount of the DC in order to get disadvantage, and a certain amount above it to get advantage.
nice.
Great. And normally it's a sort of performance off with the creatures that you're, with whatever it is you're fighting against, but these creatures aren't playing for the crowd, so they don't roll performance. So that takes us to the top of the round and makes it Bob's turn.
Thinking some ideas for interesting moves, but in this case, there's just a couple. Just want to get rid of the wolves so that we can do cool moves with the second thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just going to go and hit
You've
it.
got one on you that you could get up and smack, or you've got the one that Oggy smacked 10 feet away from you.
I would probably, the one on me probably is just
Yeah, that's fair. Go for that one then.
19.
19 hits.
Fantastic. 13 points of slashing, and because it is the first one I am attacking this round, it is then also 5 points necrotic.
There we go. Yes. So you basically smack the crap out of this thing, and it is severely injured again on its last leg. You like leaving these things on the same hit points?
Yes. I don't have any bonuses. I would like to. I don't know. I want to do something cool and flamboyant with my bonus action, but
Bonus action, acrobatics or athletics?
bonus
go for it.
action. Athletics, just flex.
Yeah. Go for it. Athletics.
Yes.
Make me an athletics check, please.
Oh, that's good. 19. I'm just going to flex.
You begin flexing. You do the whole. You won't do a peck dance, but you do the whole flexes, kissing your arms and showing your guns and all of that proper "Are you not entertained?" sort of thing going around as this wolf is trying to get up off of the floor from the way you've smacked it down like a little bitch. It is the crowd is loving it. That is going to give you a massive advantage at the top of the round.
Yay.
Awesome. Is there anything else on your turn?
Action, bonus action, keep the reaction. So
Brilliant. It is going to go to that wolf's turn, and it is going to attempt to bite you while you are performing to the crowd.
So rude.
That's a
It
12.
doesn't appreciate that. Oh,
12 does not hit. I just kind of flex it out the way.
Yeah, it goes to bite at you. You move, flex, and it sort of skids a little bit away from you. Not enough for you to get an opportunity attack, but the attack completely misses. At the end of its turn, that makes it Lily's turn.
Okay. I'm going to send the sword in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that first before I do anything else.
Awesome.
Send sword in.
Would you like to send the sword at the one that Bob is fighting or the one that Oggy is fighting? They both look like they're on their last legs.
Okay. I will go for Bob. Our sister Bob.
Awesome. Make me an attack roll +3, please.
Yes. Five. Sword.
Unfortunately, the sword doesn't do anything to... doesn't hit, unfortunately. It just misses. You still have your turn, though.
I grumble in Draconic under my breath.
Very rude.
And I quickly get closer and just go with a ray of sickness.
Oh my goodness.
Against that same wolf.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is that an attack roll or a saving throw?
That's an attack roll. It's a 7.
Oh no. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit. It sort of skids across the dirt, just missing the wolf by a little bit. The sword, as it flies back to you, accidentally clocks one of your horns and causes your beam to go off kilter a little bit.
Again, I grumble in Draconic. But at least the ray of sickness was green and pretty.
It was green and pretty. Unfortunately, it didn't hit strike. It's always the ray moves, the ray of frost, ray of sickness, and they're the ones that don't hit anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're like
Yeah.
cursed.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No. No.
Okie dokie. So it's the other direwolf's turn. It is going to get up. It is going to look at you, Oggy, and as you sort of go to get into a stance, you watch as it takes a step towards you, phases, and then teleports and appears next to Bob. You don't get an attack of opportunity from this. It's basically like a misty step. And it is going to make an attack against Bob, because the other wolf is with it. It should be with pack tactics, because you still have it taunted. That is going to be a 22 to hit you.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I might need to take one of my healing potions after this.
Roll out of the way, Bob.
Yeah. That's 11 points of piercing damage. You'll be knocked prone. You can half that to 5 though.
Thank you. Yep.
As it teleports basically past Oggy, and as it reappears, it takes a big chunk out of your side. You're not expecting it because it wasn't near you, but it takes a bite out of your side, which causes your sort of "are you not entertained" pose to falter a bit as you begin bleeding.
The wounded hero. My public. Fly for me. Give me the inspiration to keep going.
Oggy, it is your turn.
Again, you can't really see my expression because he's wearing the kitsune mask, but he's like, yeah, okay, like when you have notes at the end where I'm like, yeah, okay, so like Bob, I appreciate the wounded hero thing, but maybe like a little.
I'm in an incredible amount of pain.
I'm like telling that, and then I'm like, oh wow, that's in rib. Okay, Bob needs, yeah. How How close am I to these wolves?
You can get to the one that you were attacking before. Literally just teleported the other side of you so it could take a bite out of Bob. So you can get to that easy enough.
I roundhouse kick this wolf.
Go for it. Move. You would need to move 10 feet forward to hit it.
Yeah.
So you'd have enough movement to get both of them if you wanted to.
Cool.
Okay.
Does 14 hit?
14 is its armor class. So yes.
Meets beats.
Easy
Okay.
beats.
4 points, and I will also kick it 5 feet back.
Yep, you kick it 5 feet back. It is looking like it is about to drop as it skids across the dirt, almost falling on its hind legs.
I basically, it's friends and foes. Let's give it the people's elbow as I just drop it down. I'm using my bonus action to elbow. Come on, don't. Beautiful. 18.
18 will hit. How do you want to do this to it?
Yeah, 7 points as I just... It's not nice, but as you just... I hear the crack of its neck as I do it in, and I'm just like...
And it falls to the floor.
Yeah. And then I just point at Bob and go, that was for you, friend. My wounded hero. Come on,
My
everyone.
loyal companion, ever there by my side.
We are also not aware of the weird, like, slightly sort of romantic air that we have. We just assume, oh, we're being shipped by the crowds. And because they're like, oh, but what do they look like underneath there? You know, and how do they kiss? We're just like, no, this is how one talks when one is fighting.
Yes.
Yes.
Is
so,
that it for your turn?
that is my action. That is my bonus action. Keep my reaction.
Right, so we get back to the top of the round. I'm going to need performance checks. Now, this is just straight performance checks. However, because of the massive athletics showing of the pecs, of the muscles and everything from Bob, the DC will be greatly lowered from this. So please roll me performance.
13.
Great 11.
16.
Okay, so not...
The crowd are cheering for all of you. You hear, Oggy, 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 oi, 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 Chrome. And then you hear operatic singing. The operatic singing is louder than the other two. For Lily, you'll gain an advantage on whatever your next check is that you do. For the other two of you, the no disadvantages, no advantages. It's just the crowd are in your favour.
Lily is new. Is showing new things.
Exciting. Also, it's quite because Lily didn't have a very successful round, but is enough excitement to keep it going. I think as we just take that moment, I think I try and it's a bit like Thieves' Cant. I'm trying to signal to Bob, like, do you need me to cover you if you're going to heal?
I think I can do both.
Again, it's a lot of us like talking about hands and just being like, yeah.
That's cool. Right, so we go to the top of the round and it is Bob's turn.
I would like to just kill this last wolf, please.
Smart.
Go for it.
Get it over with. Oh, that's a natural 19, so that's definitely going to hit.
That definitely hits. And how do you want to do this? Because I know you're going to do more than 4 points of damage.
Of course, it's so much more points. Just baseline anything. All my pluses manageable. Actually, I don't want to hit it with my great axe. I want to pick it up and unarmed strike, kind of just like gently hold it in my arms and then kind of smother it to death like I'm cradling
In your biceps.
in my bicep.
Yeah, you basically wrestling submission hold this thing, but while making it look loving. And
Let your pain be over, my friend. You fought well.
And this wolf succumbs to its wounds, and as that happens,
And then bonus action, drink a healing potion because now.
Yeah.
each of you, so obviously that was part of your basically your turn. Both Lily and Oggy, you're both going to get to do something on your turns before the next round starts. While that's happening, people come out of the 3 gates and they begin dragging the bodies of the wolves out. As this happens, and as they get past a certain point in the arena, you watch as 2 large 20-foot by 20-foot square areas open outwards, and you can hear the sounds of rumbling coming from underneath the arena. So Bob's healed. Lily, is there anything you'd like to do on your free turn?
You say something's coming from underneath us?
Yes, the next wave is coming from 2 20-foot by... That's 20-foot by 20-foot, it's massive. 2 10-foot by 10-foot square holes that have opened up near the 3 gates, and something is coming out of the ground.
Okay. Then I would like to be very dramatic and spread some glowing green wings from my back and go up into the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dramatic with the sword, still pretending to control the sword, just preparing. Not really saying anything. She doesn't quite know what to say, but she's just trying to put on a show with her wings. Just
I will, because I was going to do a performance or something. I think again I'm going now. I think behind the mask you just see me go fucking hell. It's just really unexpected that she's doing that, and now I'm like opera. Just again trying to get the audience to pop off.
You can roll me a performance check, Lily, with the advantage that you gain from the performance check at the beginning.
23.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. So as you fly into the air, your emerald wings sprouting from your back, and you're floating there. You fly up to a certain point where the sun shines right on your back, so you're silhouetted across a lot of the crowd. But the light also hits you in places that emphasize your emerald scales and cause these lights to sort of spread out across the arena. So it's given this really green hue all over the place, and the crowd are eating it up. I will allow each of you to take a heroic inspiration from that, which is basically an inspiration dice. So you can use that advantage. So that is a advantage roll on any check at any point.
Do we have to announce it before we roll it?
We'll use the new rules. You can find out whether it's a miss first before choosing to roll.
Yeah.
A miss or failure. Yes, that is Lily's turn. The sword, oddly enough, is going with what you're doing. It seems to be behaving itself and paying attention to what you're telling it to do, which is strange.
First time for everything.
I'm just like, on a moment. Good job.
Oggy, it is your turn.
So that's the thing. As a monk, I haven't really got any preparation thing. I think I said because I just was look at opera. I'm just gonna start backflipping, just a bit having checked that before I go. I sort of gesture to Bob you're okay. Cool. Finger guns. I do a backflip. Do you want me to roll a backflip?
Yes, you can roll me acrobatics or performance.
I would like.
If you want any kind of help to make you super flashy, you can jump on my sword if you want.
That'd be cool.
That's what I do.
I would class that as the help action from the sword, and you can roll that with advantage.
I kick off the sword. This is acrobatics. It's a 12.
No, that's fine. The sword, Lily moves her hands around, or their hands around, and as I smack my mic, and the sword swoops down as you go to do your backflip. You do your backflip and land on the blade of the sword, and it helps give you a bit of a push up, and you do a larger flip through the air and land on the sand. There's no fumble or anything to your performance. The crowd do love it, so that will have a benefit when it comes to the top of the round.
Yeah, I think, like I said, the disadvantage is I haven't done anything that they haven't seen before. This is the kind of stuff I do when I'm jumping off monkey bars and rolling around. Yeah. Back of my head. Get magic sword? Question mark.
Is that it for your turn?
Yes, as I said, I don't think I've really got anything that I can, like... I think most of my things are like, if you hit, you get this, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't taken any damage yet, but...
That's fair.
Can I just ask, potions?
Yes.
Are we saying that's a bonus action to drink?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Definitely
Always
bonus
good to check.
action. It is always good to check, yes.
I didn't check, I just did.
That's fine. So we are going to go to the top of the round. I'm going to, I would say that I would like a performance check from all of you. However, because there are no creatures out, and Lily did such an amazing job with the wings and with the backflipping from Bob, that you will automatically pass this. So you have the inspiration dice that you can use on anything, but you also now have, all of you have advantage on the next thing that you do because of the performance. So just keep a note of that. And at the top of the round, you, as the ground shakes, these platforms rise up from these 10-foot area squares, and you watch as two ginormous, not that big actually, two medium-sized clay gladiators come out of these holes, and they begin stepping and walking towards you. They both have a spear and shield in their hands, and they are moving towards you. Quite quickly, actually. You'd think these things would be quite slow, but they seem to be moving at the same sort of pace as you guys do. However, it is the top of the round, and it is Bob's turn. These things are about 30 feet away from you.
Great. Give me a second. I need to know. Ooh.
I'm going to roll a performance check for them, just to see how the crowd reacts to them. Not very well. The crowd boos them. The crowd boos them and amplifies what they're saying, the chants that they're making for all of you. And the chants that they're making for you at this point is become the browsers.
Nice.
Browsers, browsers, browsers.
Why do we think they're booing? Do you think it's because... Is it just we're more impressive, or they've seen these gladiators and the gladiators not there?
Well, one thing that I've forgotten is that there's an announcer here, and the announcer should be saying things.
I've been here the entire time!
The announcer comes out and goes, "Oh, right, well, that was a nice toy. Oh, they're fighting. Ah, yes, and here we go. Who are these people? Who are these people? The browsers. The browsers are..." And he's got like a wooden shaft in his hand with a stone on the end of it that's amplifying his voice as he speaks into it. "And we've got the browsers who are fighting some clay gladiators. Now, these clay gladiators have stopped quite a few contestants in the past in other tournaments. Will these three amazing heroes be able to get past them? We shall find out now." And it's Bob's turn.
How do they... Okay. With my vast knowledge of pottery in the household,
That's
we
not
must...
where I thought you were going with that. Carry on.
Of pottery. Yes.
Pottery.
Well, you know, in the home, there were several items made of pottery that one must, very fragile, priceless. How do they react against? How would it be work against cold?
That is a good question. I'm just checking to see if they have anything against anything. You would know. In fact, I will ask you to make me a history check.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You know that cold won't have any additional effects to it, but you do know that if you were to hit it with something, they're quite susceptible to being hit with things.
Fine. I will do a cool thing then. I'll do something else.
You still potentially have another fight after this as well.
Yeah, I know.
Are they susceptible to cold? Just a
I know,
big
yeah.
yeti, and we're like, oh.
Let me just quickly change the creature.
Question. A bonus action to very lightly just stab myself,
You want to stab yourself?
so I don't lose my rage.
I will allow you to use a bonus action to keep your rage as per the 2024 rules. That's fine. I like that thing. I like that, so you can do that.
Fantastic, because what I would like to do is to use my action to essentially propel Oggy so that Oggy can do some really cool flips in the air and land on the head of one of these.
We said we were going to do it. We're doing the fastball special. Let's go.
Awesome. So you pick Oggy up and go to throw him. I would like
My
you...
arms, very like bridal carry into an up position.
Awesome. I would like you to make me an athletics check, please. You're raging, so you'll have advantage on it.
We just heard the piston in the audience go, she's holding him!
Which,
It's happening again!
which, because you already have advantage because of performance check you did at the top of the round, you can add a +1 to this.
Beautiful.
Oh, great.
So complicated. Why did they make it so hard?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you are able to pick up and throw Oggy at one of these. Would you like to go for A or B?
I will always go for A first.
Awesome. So you throw Oggy at A. Now, Oggy, this is not your turn, but you will be thrown quite far towards it. I will allow you to make one attack roll as part of you being thrown at it. You will take a little bit of damage from being thrown.
Yeah.
Cool flips.
Cool flips and stuff, yes. As you hit into this creature.
As I do cool flips.
But you've literally just been propelled 30 feet across the arena.
It is
But
a
I
10.
don't care, because it's fun.
It is a 10 to hit. So, can I also roll like a acrobatics just to see how cool my flips are?
You can roll it if you'd like to, yeah. Or you can just tell me how cool they are.
It's pretty cool. Like I do it like a sort of cartwheel, and then I think that's the thing that I think with the not hitting, I think it is more kind of like I focus on I'm not going to fall off the other side. So I do end up sort of like with my legs around its neck, and I'm just like
Now,
looking.
Like, make it look like it's a Black Widow intentional move.
Yeah, I'm trying to choke it out with my thighs.
because this is a clay creature, and or Bob has discovered, or Bob knows that these things are susceptible to physical attacks. I'm not going to say that you don't do any damage to it from this particular throw, because you're going to collide with it no matter what. You're going to take a d6 of damage, and it will also take this damage as well.
That's fair.
So you will take 6 points of damage, and it will take 6 points of damage.
Woo!
I also, the fact that the way I landed, the place where I take the damage.
Very boost thighs.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you're
Chub
not.
rub. Ooh.
As you go to attack it, you're not quite able to get your leg up quick enough to kick into it, and your thighs smack into it instead, and you just you fall to the floor. You're not prone because you're able to get your balance, but you're gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah.
Some people pay a lot of money for that.
Yeah. So is that the end of your turn, Bob? That was bonus action.
Oh. Yes, and then I rush up to them and I just like taunting things, it's fun.
Good.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Well,
You
no,
run
yeah,
up and try to do the whole pay attention to me thing.
I'm concerned.
Yeah. Okay, so at the end of your turn, that makes it Lily's turn. Lilly, you are flying 30 feet in the air with the sword swooshing around. It's just come back to you after helping Oggy with their flip, and you are controlling it, and the crowd are loving it.
Okay. My non-action, I'm going to telepathically ask, does anybody need some help with my... Do you want sword to help you? At all? I can try and help.
I mean, if you can keep using sword, great. The audience seem to love it.
Yeah. Well, do you want to specifically help you or Bob? Sword can help. It's behaving.
I mean, the crowd loves Bob. You know, the better you can make Bob look, the better.
Hey.
Wait,
You're
no.
very quiet.
What's
Oh, my
Augie?
eyes.
Nice.
My face.
Then I'm going to send Sword to help Bob.
Okay, attacking.
Try and I'm gonna be like, make Bob look really scary and good. Go on.
Is the intention to give Bob the help action or to attack one of the creatures?
To give Bob the help action.
Okay, so the sword goes to give Bob the help action. That's the sword's turn. What would you like to do?
Is Oggy with one and Bob with the other? Or are they both?
With one. Has Bob arrived?
I think Bob's in between the two of them.
Okay, I'm going to go for one that doesn't have an Oggy.
Yeah, yes, that would be B.
And I am going to cast Witch Bolt at that one.
Okay.
Nice big green stickly light. It's a 10.
The electricity flies from your hands as you're flying, skirts across the floor, causing sand to push up away from it. Unfortunately, doesn't meet its target.
Yep. And I'm gonna try and make that just look like I'm like going crazy rage or something. Just like try and pull it off as I meant to do this.
Fair enough. Right. So is that the end? That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that makes it the clay soldier that you just tried to attack's turn. It's going to turn to Bob, and it is going to make 2 attacks at you, Bob. The first one, a sword is giving the help action, so that would be 1 attack with disadvantage. So this first attack is with disadvantage. This, as it raises its shield to try and smack you with it. So disadvantage, that is going to be, oh wow, that's a 17 and an 18, so 24 to hit.
Damn.
Oh, Bobbins.
That is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage, which you will half to 3, and you need to make me a strength saving throw, please, which you can do with advantage.
I've got to honour that. That was 9 total.
9. So as it smacks you with the shield and you take the damage, you are lifted off of your feet and you land on the floor. As it leans over its shield with its spear and jabs down at you, it will get this attack with advantage because you're prone. There. That is that's a 16, so that is 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the wrong dice. Oh, got one here. Oh, that was only a 1 though, so that is 5 points of piercing damage, which will be half to 2. Because you are raging.
Yeah. It's
Is
the
it-
kind of I'm very easy to hit, but it takes a lot to go again.
Yeah. As it leans over and stabs into your shoulder and pulls the spear out, blood sort of splatters across the sand. That's the end of its turn. It's Oggy's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna trying to still take in everything. I was like, okay, so my compatriot's there, that's happening. Sword. Yeah, I'm just gonna start punching this clay monstrosity.
Go ahead and make me your attack roll, please.
18 to hit.
18 does hit, yes.
Then
Now, when you roll your damage, can you roll 1 additional damage dice for it, please?
Ooh. So I got a 7 to start with, plus 2. So 9 points of bludgeoning.
Awesome.
Is it still
It's still
medium?
going.
Yeah,
It's got a few cracks on it, but other than that, it looks pretty unfazed at the moment.
Let's flurry those blows.
Yep. Flurry
so-
those blows.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Still
Same
with the
thing
extra-
again, roll the extra damage.
Okay, so we start with 8 points and then 4 points. And
12 in
then
total.
third attack is a... it's a 6. But, so, yeah, doesn't hit.
Third attack, as you go to attack into it, its shield comes up and you kick into the shield. Now one of your shins and your thigh are hurting from this one thing.
I am definitely going to have to go to like a masseuse or like go get one of those ice baths, but yeah.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That's put upon you.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was my... I mean, I've got my... Because it's flurry of blows, that gives me disengage. So I think I am going to step back. Sort of just to kind of like... A little bit to kind of like take it in. Sort of like, so I can see both of them. To be like, cool, they're going to have to come forward. Both of them are going to have to come forwards if they want to fight me. But...
Yeah. Okay. So at the end of your turn, it's the clay soldier that you're fighting's turn, and it is going to do exactly that. It's going to walk up to you, and it's going to do the same trick as what the other one did. It's going to hit you with its shield first.
So rude.
Is it leaving my area?
You would get an opportunity attack against it if you'd like to, yes. That's going to be a 17 to hit you.
That does hit me.
That's a natural 20 to hit it, though.
We'll come to that in a moment. Right, so that is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Oggy, and I'm going to need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
7.
7. So as you move away from it, it steps into you. As it gets smacked in the back, it hits you with its shield. You go flying onto the floor as it goes to spear you from behind, but we'll come to the critical hit damage first. Now, I say this in every time somebody crits in the long-running campaign, we do things a little bit differently. We will take the Great Axe's stats, which is a D12, I believe. So we take the D12, we'll add your strength modifier, which is
4.
+4, so that's 16. Add your rage damage, that'd be 18 damage. You'll now roll, normally you would roll double damage, so it'd be another 2d12, but because this thing is weak to physical attacks, that'll be an additional 3d12. You add on top of that. Oh my god!
I can't read numbers.
Gonna barb.
Is that plus?
3d12 plus 18, it'll be in total.
I could do numbers. 6, 12, 15, plus the 4, plus 18.
Plus 18, yeah.
Yeah, 6, 12, 15 plus 18.
15 plus 18 is 33.
Yes.
That is a chunky hit, and it did not like that at all.
Boom.
As you smack into it, you, from your perspective, Oggy, as it moves and it's going to spear you, the attack hits into the back of it, and you just watch all of this clay just explode from behind it. Most of its back is now missing, but it goes for its spear attack against you.
Yeah, Bob's waving at me through the hole in this column. Like,
Do you fare well, or are you very injured?
We're about to find out, because he's about to get maybe about to get a spear in him. This will be with advantage because you are prone.
as my eyes flick,
I rolled a natural 20 as well.
avenge me.
Yes, you're going to be very injured.
Yeah.
Is the answer to that. So the crit thing works for them as well. So that is going to be 10 to start off with. It's not using it two-handed. I have to roll that twice. That's 1 and a 3. So it's 14 points of piercing damage as it leans over and stabs you right into the shoulder.
Ouch. Still fighting, but I'm like,
And as it goes to pull the spear out, it pulls it out by dragging it down, causing the wound to extend in size, and then it flicks the blood all across in like a wide sort of arc across the sand. The crowd are loving this. They're loving the fact that you're getting injured. All of you. Not just Oggy, all of you.
I am mad.
Bob, do I know what your actual name is, or have you kept? Are you just Bob to me?
I think it's you. Honestly, it's probably not the actual name, but you know it's something fancy.
Okay.
You also know that Bob is not that great at lying, so it's gonna be something close.
I'm gonna make an intelligence sort of thing. Actually, let's say insight that I picked up on. It's not. Ooh, again, it's not. I got a 4, so I'm just like. Basically, what I was going to do is that I sort of look at you through my sort of dying eyes. I'm like, Bob, just get the money. Don't worry about me. You go live your life.
You won't die here.
No, but
You will get saved.
This is very embarrassing.
We are having a dramatic moment. We are very close.
Yeah.
We
That
do
was the announcer leaning in, going in. You won't die here. Oh, sorry, you're having a moment. I apologise. They're having a moment, everybody. Let's leave them to it. No, we won't, because we're watching everything that happens.
There's some bad people who don't want me to win this, so you win. No one will mind. Just
My dear Oggy, I shall not leave you to fall. You shall be victorious in all things that you wish, as I hold him very close.
Yeah. We are just. It is the Pieta kind of like she's holding like the Christ. She is holding me. Looking. Meanwhile, there's a dragon.
Some of the audience do this. Like,
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. It's
She is covered in my blood. It's very.
All of that white is stained.
Yeah.
So, at the end of each turn, we go back to the top of the round, and everybody loves a good love story, whether it is a love story or not. So, could we have performance checks, please? And Oggy, I will allow you to roll with advantage.
Because I'm slowly bleeding out. 19. This is something they haven't seen Firefox do yet.
Amazing.
15.
15. And
20.
20. Okay, so, the crowd are still bedazzled by the flying dragonkin that's shooting emerald energy at creatures. Missing. You see it as missing, it's just causing, like, sensory effects all over the place that's making the crowd go, ooh, ah. So both Lily and Oggy will have advantage on your next roll.
Nice.
As we come to the top of the round, which is Bob's turn. Bob, you've got a clay soldier that has moved away and is currently attacking Oggy, and then you've got one that is on you that looks uninjured.
That's right, I'm going after the one after Oggy.
Okay, you want to run after it?
Yes, for Pieta scene and then going and hitting it. This is all making perfect sense in my head.
So you get up and you move towards it. It hasn't moved that far, so you've got the movement to do it because you've got 40 feet anyway. So you move 20 feet towards it. The other one is going to attempt to attack you.
That's fine.
It's going to attack you with its shield, so if it hits you, it might knock you prone again.
That's fine. It's half movement to get up and I can...
17 to hit.
Yes.
It's just a d4. That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 2, and a strength saving throw, please, with advantage because you're raging.
That... Good. That is a 20...
So it hits you, does very minor damage, but it propels you up in the air a little bit, but doesn't cause you to fall on the floor. It sort of like gives you almost like a push shove to get closer to this other one that is currently attacking Oggy.
Fantastic. And I would like to go and take my great axe and spin as which covers in his blood and just kind of attack it.
Go ahead, make me an attack roll, please.
Cool. Fun. 2 all naturals, baby.
Okay, so it's going to be the exact same thing again. It's going to be 18 plus 3d6.
Wait,
3d12, sorry.
Because it is with my Divine Fury, with the first time that I attack something, it's also 1d6 plus 2 necrotic damage.
So it'd be two. So it'd be an additional 2d6 because of the crit. Don't maximize that damage because it's not a weapon. But yeah, so 3d12 plus. Because the damage type doesn't matter. So it's 3d12 plus 2d6 plus 20. At level 4. But then that's because my crit rules and it's a clay pot.
Fantastic. Let's roll some dice. Oh, yay! I gotta do math. What's the number between 42 and 44?
43?
Yeah.
You did that. Okay, I'm going to say, how do you want to do this?
I would like to smash it in half as it lays over my friend, and as all of these glittering shards fly into the air, swoop down and pick up into my arms and do the Pieta scene that we did just go and had happened. So put it back into canon.
So we're going to do this. This attack is going to be from Oggy's point of view. Oggy, as this creature is towering over you, going in for another strike that you think is going to end you, you just watch as this great axe just goes right through its midriff as it just explodes into shards. Oddly enough, not any of the shards come towards you. It just sort of explodes upwards, and then stepping through the shards as if through mist comes Bob, who swoops you up in her arms and just looks at you. And the crowd go, "Oh yeah!"
Oggy has a very mixed confusion because something in his brain goes, "She's never been more beautiful." And then he's like, "What?"
Crowd start going, "Boggy, boggy, boggy! Oi, oi, oi!"
A tendril of very platinum blonde hair escapes from the scarf. You see a shot, dragon door coming through, and then
Awesome. Is that everything on your turn?
movement action. I can't feed him a potion for a bonus action just because it's cool and part of the scene.
You can do, yes.
Yes, please.
I have that moment of she's never been more beautiful. What? And then I just feel like the clink of a bottle against my...
And I waterboard you for 8 points of healing.
Okay, so that's both of your potions gone now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Okay, so you are healed for 8 hit points, and we will move to Lily's turn. Lily, there is currently an undamaged clay soldier that is going to fight you. Not fight you, but is looking to fight your group, and you are still flying in the air.
So, I'd like to do something simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to swoop down,
Yes.
jump, cling to this thing, face to face, and then blast it in the face with a fire breath.
Yep.
And I'd like sword to try and help, swoop around the back and get it behind the legs up.
Awesome. So I will allow. Is your breath weapon attack an attack roll, or is it a save and throw from me?
Save and throw, I think.
I can't remember.
Yes, you must make a dex save, please.
I should make a dex save. That is a 13.
Oh, you beat it. But I have an advantage from a performance.
So
Can I use that?
can apply that to make it a disadvantage for me if you'd like.
Yes, please.
And no, I was about to say you've also got your inspiration, but that's not a roll.
Yeah. That is going to be a 10 in total.
Fails.
How much damage am I taking? This is not a physical attack, so it won't do any extra damage.
It's 1d10.
Yep.
I will roll for you. Blink.
Thank you very much.
10.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Boom.
As
And
you
just like, with this green fire.
as you do that, could you also roll me an attack roll with advantage for your sword, please? I'll allow advantage because you're on the other side of it, flanking.
Sword, behave.
Oh, dear.
7.
7, unfortunately, does not. Yep.
Mm.
As your sword goes to stab into it, gets wedged into it, doesn't do any damage, and is kind of stuck there as it tries to pull itself out. It will be able to pull itself out. Is that the end of Lilly's turn?
Lilly. I did my movement. I did my action. I'm casting sword as a bonus action, to be fair. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so it is now the clay soldier's turn, and being as you are right in front of it, Lilly, it is going to take a swing at you with its shield to try and knock
I'm also
you
sort of
prone.
holding on to its shoulders up.
It's trying to sort of bash you with the shield. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit you.
Oh well, yeah, it does, yeah. Yep.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
That is going to be. I had to choose an unreadable dice, didn't I? That is going to
Amazing.
be 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh,
and a dexterity saving throw, please.
very well. Bonk.
Boom.
That's a 20.
Ooh.
20. Wow. So it tries to bash you out of the sky. It pushes you off of it, so you're not gripping onto it anymore. And it does that much damage to you, but it doesn't knock you to the floor. You're able to resist and sort of grab the shield and flip yourself up, so you're still flying as it goes to jab you with its spear.
Like my wings spread out as I go.
9.
A 9? No, don't hit me.
No. Okay, so it doesn't hit you as you sort of flip up to your flying back to your flying position. It goes to jab you with the spear, but the spear just doesn't quite reach you. That makes it Oggy's turn. Oggy, you are in the arms of Bob. You've just been fed a potion, and you can see that Lilly is currently distracting the other creature. The other clay golem.
A golem.
Golem. Oh, sorry, it's a gladiator, not a golem.
Going very red under the mask and just like very confused about what's happening right now. It is literally like when you grow up with someone and you're like, wait, she's a girl. This is what it's like. It's like, no, she's Bob. That's what she is. And Bob catches me when I fall off things. This is anyway. I mentally go, we need to talk about this later. No, we never need to talk about this. Focus on the mission. I sort of quietly go, can you, do you mind tossing me again, please? I know it's a different thing. We repeat the quick ball special as I go flying. I'm like, okay, don't muck it up this time. Let's see. Unarmed strike to start with.
If you're getting Bob to throw you, I'll allow Bob to throw you as a reaction for Bob.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
that.
I'll use my reaction.
16 to hit.
Okay. Let's just see what the athletics check is for Bob first.
23.
23. Okay, so you throw Oggy towards this gladiator. The 16 does not hit, unfortunately.
I will flurry of blows again. Just
Yep.
Then it's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit because you've hit into it. Even though you didn't hit with that attack, it will still take the collision damage, as will you. So you both take 4 points of damage.
No, my lovely healing potion.
And that attack that you just did hit.
Cool. So we start with 7 And is it the D6 again?
It'll be an additional damage dice, yeah.
So that is 10 points in total.
In total. Ooh, okay.
I think I sort of clack it with one fist. As the other fist comes round, it is 17 to hit.
17 is exactly what you need.
Oh, gosh. Oh, beautiful. We start with 9 points of bludgeoning, and then 2 points of bludgeoning.
So 11 in total. Awesome.
This creature's a medium, right?
Medium creature, yes.
I will do, because I did my flight, I knock it. I think that's the thing, and then just with a mighty punch, knock it back the 5 feet.
It goes to put its shield up to the second punch, still taking the brunt of the blow from it, and the shield cracks a bit because the shield is also made out of clay. But the force of the punch that you've just done causes it to slide backwards in the dirt. Crowd are loving this, by the way.
I will then, because I have disengage, flip off it. Kind of using the movement, and yes, that's it. I'm going to land back in the arms of my best friend / soulmate / you know. This is
fair.
Yeah. I just land, and I know using an item is an action, but I try and sort of like put the potion. Like, she doesn't have pockets. So I'm like,
I'll allow you to do it as a as a free thing. Just pop it, give it, yeah.
drop it into yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You can do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we go back to the top of the round, and it is going to be another round of performance checks, please. Just straight performance checks. The DC will be slightly lower because of actions that you've done, things you've done during your turns.
Josh, what does a crit mean?
Ooh.
We will come to that in a moment.
23.
Mainly because Josh needs to think of what it does.
Dirty 20.
Awesome.
Also a 23.
Okay, so with that, all of you will gain not inspiration, because you've all got inspiration. You will all gain advantage on the next thing that you would like to do. Now, for the critical success on the performance check, I will allow you to on your turn, Oggy, you will get 2 actions.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Well, your choice. You can either have 2 actions or 2 movements.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
When it gets to your turn. But it's Bob's turn first.
Go, Bob.
How injured does the second clay soldier, the last clay soldier, look?
Pretty damaged, not quite bloodied. I'm sticking with the bloodied being at 50% and not 25%, because that's confusing.
So not.
Not quite halfway, almost there.
Okay. That's what I do. At least set Huggy down. And then I am going to hit it again with the great axe. Just rush up.
Yeah, rush up to it and smack it with the axe. Make me your attack roll, please.
22.
22 will hit. You'll get the additional D12 as well because of its weakness to physical attacks.
Thank you. I personally have a weakness to being physically attacked. 16, 20, 22 plus the divine, 28, 32.
That wasn't even a crit. It's definitely bloodied now.
Damn.
It's on that much.
I am part of the zealot, to make it clear. There might be some hints of the fact that all of this divine energy is necrotic, possibly something going on there, but full of divine and righteous fury at the moment.
I would just like to say, and prepare your boo cards, that this creature is not having a cracking time. I mean, it is cracking. It is definitely cracking. It's definitely cracking up, but it's not having a cracking time. My players take 1d4 psychic damage. Anyway, is there anything else on your turn, Bob? I do play you.
Nope, I've...
Scarlet, are you actually rolling the 1d4 psychic damage?
Maybe.
Movement, action. I don't know that I've got a second healing potion back, so I'm just going to leave it. Keep my regained reactions.
Amazing. Okay, so at the end of your turn, that makes it Lily's turn.
Okay. I'm going to try and attack it with another witch bolt, but at a higher level.
You have advantage.
Ooh. Okay. First one was 18.
That hits. See if you get a crit.
I did not.
But 18 does hit, so roll your damage. Unfortunately, these things are not weak to magical attacks. It'll just be the standard damage that you do with it.
That's an 18.
What damage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Math in my head. Duh plus duh. Well, minus duh is duh. There we go. It's on that. Yes. It just courses over it. You'd think it would conduct it like electricity to metal, but it doesn't. It just rips through it, causing bits of clay to drop off everywhere. This creature seems to be being held together by some sort of psychic energy, but it's not looking good.
And sword's gonna go now the bush.
Go for sword.
Go
for sword.
Go for sword, mate.
Remember, you still have your heroic inspiration if it misses.
Oh, duh. God dang.
You can roll again if you want to use your inspiration.
I'm gonna. Behave yourself, sword. Come on. That's better. 16.
16 just misses, unfortunately. It's got an AC of 17.
Sword. Tried
Sword.
though.
Nearly.
Tried. It's just gonna do squishies.
It's going to do switches. It's basically doing performance for you, keeping the crowd entertained.
Backflips for sword.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Awesome. It is the play soldier's turn, and Bob is right in front of it. It's going to attack Bob. Bob, you are going to be attacked with the shield. It has one tactic that it's going to do. That is a 17 to hit you, Bob. Yes. Oh, God. I just dropped a d4 on the floor. That's not good.
Don't step on it.
Right on the toe.
We'll get another one
Between the toes.
Could have been the one that I can't read very well in this light. That is going to be... I picked up 2 dice. I can't bloody read in dark. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage, which will be halved to 3. And then a strength saving throw, please, as it goes to knock you prone.
I would like to use my inspiration, please.
You can indeed.
Do it.
That is so much better. That is a 23.
So it does not knock you prone, which means that its spear attack that comes over does not have advantage. So that is, which it probably needed, because that was a 10 in total. It goes to attack you, but you just block it with the head of your axe.
Yes.
It goes through the sort of curved part of the axe, and you just twist and push it away as I do that to my mic. Oggy, your turn.
Ooh, so yes. So I have an extra action
Or movement.
Which would mean I could move 80 feet as I just run round.
Do you need to?
No, I don't need to, but yes, I think I'm just gonna start wailing on this thing. But also, as I sort of like dash past Bob, I'm like, potion pocket, just enough to use. So like, as you look down, you're like, oh yeah, there's a potion in my potion pocket.
So my question for you, Tom, is: are you going to make 4 attacks against it? 2 attacks with 2 actions, and then flurry of blows.
Yes.
Roll all 4 attacks first, and then we'll do damage afterwards.
Cool. We begin with
There's a
dirty
lot of
20.
attacks. Dirty 20 hits.
14.
Misses.
A 21.
Hits.
And a 14.
Misses. So 2 hit.
2 hit.
You can roll all of the damage together because it doesn't have any resistances. So whatever your damage normally is, plus 2 additional damage dice.
Amazing. So 7, 9. So that's the original, and then 5, and 3. So 7, 9, 5, and 3.
17 in total.
Cool.
How do you want to do this?
Ocean pocket.
1.
As I just roundhouse kick and like I'm trying to think of which character it is as the fire like streams down my leg and I roundhouse just kick this thing's head off. And
Ends up in the crowd. The crowd goes silent and then just roar with cheers and excitement, and it's just the electrical feeling that you get from this buzz you get from the crowd reacting in this way, which has never happened for you two before, is just, it's electrifying.
Yeah.
And they are eating everything up. You could say anything right now and they would eat it right out of your hand. They are mesmerized by all three of you. That's the end of that turn. So each of you will now get 1 round to do something before the next creature comes. So, what would you like to do? Well, the announcer comes up to you first and says, "Oh, that's absolutely amazing that the browsers," had to think of your name then, "that the browsers have beaten the clay gladiators. Nobody has ever been able to defeat them. Will these brave heroes be the first to defeat all 3 rounds of the Big Game Hunter tournament? Well, let's ask them. Would you like to continue?"
look at the other 2. Thumbs up. Looking up at Lily. Thumbs up.
They wish to continue. Crowd goes mental, and you are now all get to do something. Don't worry about doing it in turns. You just get an action, bonus action to do, or movement to do whatever you want. Get yourself into whichever position you want.
I down the healing potion I still have for 8 points. 8 points. Yeah.
Awesome. Any healing potions that you have, you may take this.
Are there anything else around? Like, is there water? Is there a nice bottle of water?
You can take some water if you'd like to. Yeah.
I sweep down, sweep up. I've got water with me.
Yep. So you got some.
I can
water.
use it.
That's fine. It's in like a little jug, so you've got some water that you can drink or use in certain ways.
Uh-huh.
And then you hear a roar, an echoed roar, like multiple things are roaring, and behind you, not the 3 gates where the direwolves came from, but behind you there is the gate that you came from, which is kind of like on the sort of left side of the wall. On the right side of the wall is another smaller gate, but then there's a large gate in the center, and that gate opens out, and you just hear a as this large creature walks through. 3 heads: the head of a goat, the head of a lion, the head of a dragon, draconic wings, goat-like rear feet, lion-like body. This is a chimera as it steps out. It is very close to all of you because you've all pretty much stayed quite far back or have been pushed quite far back at this point now. So it is within 20 feet of all of you. It's Bob's turn first. Bob, what would you like to do?
Go, Bob.
Like to see if this works. Bonus action: throw just a jug of water at it. Not intending to hurt it or anything, but just to make it really wet.
Yep.
And then action: I would like to use my breath weapon cold on it.
You can definitely do that. Go ahead and so you chuck the jug at it.
Yeah.
Just roll. No, because you're.
You have to roll for it, so it is.
Yeah, you're adept at chucking things, so this is a saving throw. Yes.
So you need to make. I can't read that. A saving throw of some kind.
I believe it's
Let me go
probably.
find features and traits. I know how to read.
I will roll the dice and then I will add them.
Was there a 1, Josh?
It was a natural one, so it doesn't matter what the saving throw is, because according to the new rules, which I'm going to follow in this instance, that's an automatic fail.
Mhm.
So you hit it with your breath weapon attack. Please roll me some damage. And I have a feeling that your breath is cold damage, and you'd like some sort of effect to apply with the water, which, because I rolled a natural 1, I will allow that.
Yay! That's what I was going to try and sneakily do. 12 points of cold damage. Then on all 3 of them, because it's a cone.
Well, the water sort of sprays, hits sort of the top of the lion's head and causes water to sort of flow all over it. And as you cast this attack, it hits into the lion's head, and some of the residual breath sort of hits into that water and causes almost like an ice blanket to form over this chimera, sticking it to the floor. For this turn only, it cannot fly, and its movement speed is 0 because of the natural 1.
Yes.
It can still do other things though. Is that? Well, hang on. I've put that Bob's lost that health. That's not right. Sorry, Bob.
No, not Bob.
I've not.
Right. Anything else on your turn, Bob?
Currently, I am in front of it. If it can't move to attack me, I would like to try and skirt around to not where the teeth are.
Yeah, get away from the heads. No, that's fair. Okay, so at the end of your turn, that makes it Lily's turn.
Okay. I am. I was also going to try and freeze around its area, so it wouldn't be able to walk.
You do the same thing, Mason.
So I grabbed the water. I was like, yeah.
You could double freeze it.
Double
Freeze
freeze it.
it.
I mean, if you were to freeze it more, it might lose its turn.
Double freeze
But
it.
that would require me to roll another natural 1.
Yeah. Could I pour the water on the floor around it and freeze the water underneath it? So if it did try to leap or something, it would just go.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
Okay.
Easy enough for you to do. I'd say you can do that without having to roll anything.
Nice. I dive bomb. Dramatically go with my water, and I have a cantrip of shape water. That's what I was going to use.
Amazing. So you freeze the water around this creature, around its feet. Yeah, and it's parts of its hooves. Its hooves are not affected by the freezing of the water, so they're sort of on it, slipping around. Parts of its paws, its front line paws, will be sort of in the water a little bit, so will get frozen. So it struggles. So if it is able to move, it would lose 10 feet of movement basically. And it's lost the ability to use its claw attack this turn, I will say.
Good.
Now, are you within 5 feet of it, is the question? Or have you made sure to stay away from it when you threw it? And the same with Bob. Are you out of 5 feet of it as well?
I'm on it. I'm a barbarian. Like,
You're on it, you're fighting it. Okay, cool.
butt right down.
I would have gone above.
Oh, you're flying above it. Cool. Right.
And sword were like a bosh
Yes.
at its butt.
Come on, sword.
Spank it.
Come on, sword.
You don't want to be a baby's rattle, do you?
Says Bob.
So
ever
funny
so
if it hits
quietly.
now.
14.
14 is exactly what you
Hey.
need. So the sword, because you've not actually hit with it, so I've not told you what damage it does. It's a long sword, so it deals 1d8 plus 1 slashing damage.
That's a 4.
4 damage is damage.
Damage.
Do you know, on every one of these creatures that have had a certain amount of hit points, each one of them, you've taken it down to this number now, which I'll tell you at the end. Which is hilarious, I think.
69.
No, I would actually tell you if it was that straight away without... it's not that. But yes, the sword stabs into the top part of the neck where you
Go
would
for butt
assume...
damage.
Oh, butt damage, yes. So
Butt
it goes for the
damage.
butt damage, just misses the hole, but stabs into one of the cheeks and pulls out.
That's dramatic butt damage. No.
Oh, yeah, there's dramatic butt damage. You know what we know what I'm like when it comes to dramatic damage. Anyway, it's that Lily's turn.
She yells in Draconic, "You're a bad dragon!" At the dragon head.
It understands you, but it can't speak back. So,
You're a
unfortunately, it
dragon.
doesn't say anything back.
Hmm.
So, Oggy, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Poor Oggy. A lot's going on again. We're just like, yeah. I assume I can get in to punch it without walking on the ice. Like,
Oh, yeah. Lily's been quite careful to make sure it's just around its feet, so you can get in there. You can pretty much. Well, I mean, where would you like to go? Is the question.
Let's say that it's not flanking, but I'm coming in from, let's say, the right side. So we're covering 3 of the points at the moment. So we've got back, front, and to the side.
Yeah.
So make it harder for us to hit. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
I will do that's 5 points of bludgeoning.
Yep.
And I think I've used all my flurry of blows, but I've still got a bonus action, so I will punch it again.
Yep.
And it is a 16.
That hits.
Great, and that is 8 points of bludgeoning, so pop.
Awesome. So that is that, which takes us to this. Absolutely amazing. As you pop it. Are you on the dragon side, or so the dragon is when you're looking at it, it's the left head. The goat is the right head, and the lion is the middle head.
I mean, it's me. I think I'm going to have to punch the goat.
Yeah, you're on the goat side, and then Bob is on the dragon side, and the sword is on the butt side with Lily floating above it.
What size is it?
Large.
So I'm medium, so that's one size bigger than me.
It is one size bigger than you, yes.
Would there be any advantage for me pushing it onto the ice?
If you were to push it onto the ice, you would break its claws free, so it would have ability to its claw attacks. But because it's on ice, I would make a dexterity saving throw to see if it falls prone. It's lost the ability to fly this turn. Even if all of that ice was to melt or break off of its body, it still can't fly.
I mean, it being prone would give advantage to my associates.
It would. It's also next, so it would just get up.
Because I still have my crusher thing, where I was like, if I could push it further, but I'm not gonna push it this turn. If the only thing is like, oh, you broke it free of the ice. Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, that makes it the Chimera's turn. Now,
Rude.
I would like Scarlet to roll me a d4, please. Lily's 1, Oggy's 2, Lily's 1, Bob's 2, Oggy's 3, Sword is 4.
Sword, no.
You rolled a 4.
Sword.
Okay. The sword needs to... Oh, no, hang on, because it is...
The sword needs to make a dexterity save.
Not yet. No, it's not that. This is as the goat head sort of... It goes to turn round. It can still move and things. Need to make a dexterity saving throw because it is moving. Which it passes, because I rolled a 15 plus 2 for a 17. 15 plus 0, which is 17. 15, sorry. Fine. So it passes, just. And it is going to make a horn attack against the sword. Now, the sword's AC is 17, so it's got quite a high AC. This doesn't have any hit points.
Thoughts AC is higher than mine.
So that's a dirty 20 to hit, fortunately. That's a d12 of damage.
No.
That's 2 plus 4, so it takes 6 points of damage. Can you note down, Scarlet, that the sword has got 11 hit points left?
No. Okay. I don't have anywhere to put that.
Bob, can you roll me a d4, please? Same numbers.
Yes.
2, so it's you.
Rude.
The lion head is going to bite at you.
Ma'am.
No.
Give me the geography about how this works, just so that I can then utilize it against you. Because if I'm on the dragon side, where is the lion head to, and how does that move? How much neck does it have?
Well,
Is that potential choking?
it's done a full spin around to bite at the to use its horns against the sword. It's now doing another spin around, which means it's going to need to make another dexterity saving throw. It's basically using the ice to its advantage to spin itself around, and it is going to. And the lion's head is bang smack in the middle, right next to the dragon's head. So as it spins around, it's just going to take a bite at you.
That is fair enough. I was just hoping that you going to say that they had really long goosenecks, so I could try and strike.
But that was a horrifying creature. I mean, looking at the artwork for it, the goat does have like a really long neck. Unfortunately, I rolled really bad on my dexterity saving throw. So I rolled a 4. I have a +0. So it falls prone on the floor. It is still able to make its bite attack against you. However, it will be with disadvantage because it's now prone. So, okay, I rolled a 13 and a 14. So that's a 20 to hit you with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine, I swear. This is a bite attack. This is going to be 10 points of piercing damage, which will be half to 5.
That is fine. I would like to use my reaction, please.
You may use your reaction.
So, vengeful assault. When I take damage from a creature in range of the weapon I'm wielding, I can use my reaction to make an attack with the weapon against that creature. So I would like to hit it. I have hit it for 20, not
hits.
natural 20.
That
So,
hits. And while that's
fantastic.
happening, can you roll me a d4, please?
7 points of... Wait, no, 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Just because I can.
So that takes it to that much. Amazing. Tom, what did you roll as it spins around and you smack it, bites you, you smack it, Tom?
Roll d4, and that is a... Well, what do you know? It's a 3.
So that's you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
this is
we've-
the dragon's head.
Ourselves, apart from, like, sword being part of Lilly, we've all...
Yeah, you will hit yourselves, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah, of
It's a
course.
bad dragon.
Bad dragon. That's a 6. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that and get... I mean, it's a 10.
It's still a fail, unfortunately. I need to do this.
But the first one
no
was a
camping.
natural 1, so I'm like, hey, less embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
As this goat just bites my arm off, and I'm like, well, that's less embarrassing.
Excuse me, I need a lot of dice here. As as it spins round, the lion's head gets smacked by Bob. The dragon's head rears up, and a torrent of fire comes out of its mouth, encompassing you as it uses its flame breath.
That's a bad dragon.
This is 78 fire damage. And I rolled really low. 2, 4, 8, 16, 21, 23. Oh, I didn't roll that low, actually. 31 points of fire damage.
Halved.
Yes. No, because you failed.
Halved. I'm a fire genasi.
Oh, yes. Well, you would have had double resistance then. So that
Yeah.
is... Thank you for reminding me. So that'd be 16 points of fire damage.
1 hit point left.
This fire just engulfs you. The crowd is worried that you've been torched by this thing, but as the flames lick away, you can see haggard and staggered in the middle of this fire just wrapped around you. Oggy is still stood there, and the crowd, everything just goes quiet, similar to when the head got kicked into the crowd, and they just go ballistic. They are loving this. There's money being thrown at the people who are collecting money. You don't know what way this is going to go, but looks like it's going to be a massive payout. That's its turn done. We go to the top of the round. I'm going to need performance checks from everybody. Oggy, you are going to get advantage.
16.
16.
18.
18. That's
17.
17. You will all get advantage on your next thing that you would like to do. As we move to Bob's turn.
Okay, question. Do I hit it with a sword, my axe, or do I try and pretzel that long goat neck?
Up to you.
Pretzel.
It does. It is now the effects of the ice that was on it is now removed. The ice on the floor is still affecting it at the minute, but it is prone, so it will need to get up. So if you attack it, you'll have advantage on it.
Fine, but I just want to do it.
But grappling it would give you would be advantage as well if you want to grapple it.
Pretzel that neck.
Well, I've got advantage this first hit anyway, though.
True. So you'd get an additional +1.
Yeah. So that's fine. I'll put my thighs around it next time.
Sorry, what? I thought that was for
You
Oggy.
heard what Bob said.
I love your hair doing that, Tom, by the way.
I've got a tuft.
It's a tufty.
Yeah.
So the attack with advantage +1, what did you roll?
21.
21. That hits.
Yes.
That hits.
Wait, so... Ooh, wait, no, that's gone up now because I am below half, which is actually good. So that is 8, 14, 16 points of slashing damage and 9 points of necrotic.
So that is 25 points of damage in total. Holy cow.
The thing about barbarians is that they are very good at doing a very single thing.
Yes. This thing is bloodied.
Yay.
It's-
I can't do anything else. I just hit things.
yes. As you smack it, it is not looking great. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Actions. I don't really have reactions. I'm just gonna. Ooh. Can I climb on it?
If you'd like to, allow you to use your movement to climb on it.
I would
You've
like
got
to use
moved.
my movement to ride it like a mount.
Being as it's prone, you can make an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage. If you use athletics, it's an additional +1 because you've got advantage with it anyway because you're raging.
That's fine. I will use athletics because that is what I am good at. That is fallen off. Okay. That's not good. What is my athletics? Oh, thank God. 16.
I was basing it on its AC, which is 14, so you're able to mount it.
Thank God. That was
Praise the Guardians.
4. Praise
Praise
my
the Guardians.
guardians. Or has she found a remnant of the last gods left alive and is like, yes.
So you are now on this chimera. Is that your turn?
Yes, I am riding it like it is my pony.
Fair enough. Lily, it is your turn.
I'm going to sweep down and spread my wings in front of Oggy to shield and hand my potion over to Oggy.
Awesome.
Thanks.
You can give it to him if you'd like.
I'm
actually,
trying to
feed
be
it to him.
dramatic for the crowd, but like, whoop.
I like to think that you also like take the back of my head and pour it in. So I'm like, is everyone just like support? I'm not a baby. Why is everyone supporting?
You look really manly.
I'll take it. As the shippers in the crowd start fighting. They're just like... But the Bob and Lily shippers are like, it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, the people going, look, why are we fighting? They're both triad. Look at them fight.
We're a power throuple, yeah.
So how much do you heal from that?
So that's 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 2.
Do you want to roll it, Scarlet, or?
No, you can.
Thank you. So 2d4 plus 2 is 8 points. Thank you. Kindly.
Is that my action?
I think it is, yeah. I think giving an item over is an action.
So, sword. Sword is injured, but sword is still going to go for butt.
Go for it.
Sword! Every time, I swear. 7. What are you doing, sword?
I mean, at least this
Right.
isn't on your stuff.
I've got advantage.
Yes, because what you just did wasn't a roll, so you can roll again. Yes.
Sword. Come on. You're not a good sword. A very bad sword. 8. There. Just 8. 8.
No.
Sword's a bad sword.
No. Even though this sword seems to be following everything that you tell it to do, which is odd, it seems to still be messing with you in some way.
It's enjoying the crowd too much and doing too many twizzlies.
It might be sort of reflecting your brother's
Yeah,
personality
100%.
through
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Show
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's about it.
Oggy, it is your turn.
I think sort of, again, having been like pat Lil on the side and like, yeah, much appreciated. Drinks as I'm running, and I yell to both of them like, drinks on me, and jump, full on jump again. Like we get to hear like the 4 like thunder shock as I come down, like, and watch me whiff this. I mean, we start with a dirty 20.
Watch me whiff. Now watch me nay nay. Yeah, that hits. Watch me whiff. Watch me nay nay.
4 points of bludgeoning, and I bring my foot round for an 11. So I think I almost feel like I'm coming and I'm going to kick, and I'm like, shit, that's Bob.
I would like to use my reaction as he's missing to just grab him by the arm and swing him behind me on top of them. Oh.
I'll allow that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fun.
I land and bruise my thighs yet again. I'm like,
Bruise both of them this time.
oh no. I've got
right against my back.
Yeah, just as I sort of lean in against this like muscular wall. Just like,
It's warm.
It's so warm. I'm also very warm, so we're just like,
To be fair, it's not warm. I am an ice dragon.
that's very funny as just this, as like you just hear the sizzle as my like fiery flesh hits at the icy back. I'm like,
You are fire and ice.
yeah.
Anyway,
As it occurs to me, I was like, that should have been our fighting name.
this is very true. Actually,
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
So that was my action. That was my bonus action. I still have my reaction.
So it goes to the Chimera's turn now.
Ooh.
Scarlet,
Yeah.
can you roll me a d6, please?
Yeah. That's a 2.
Good. Its flame breath does not recharge. However,
Ooh.
Bad dragon.
However, the lion's head looks towards you, Lily, and it growls. But
Lily.
it's got two things that on it that it wishes to attack more. Unfortunately, for the two people riding it, the dragon's head and the goat's head are long, so it can turn and attack at the pair of you. So we're going to have a horn attack go into Oggy and a bite attack go into Bob. So I'm going to do the horn attack first. That is a 15 plus 7, so a 22 to hit.
Yep. I have now inadvertently grabbed Bob's hand as well.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
How far do I fly, DM?
If you are knocked unconscious, you will fly pretty much just straight off of it.
He said that he was holding my hand. I am
You don't fly anywhere.
Again, I like to think we just see like the close up of Bob's face, and you just as you hear the clunk as my mask just hits this muscular icy wall. I am down.
Yes, and I would like to point out for the audience and to Tom that it was the goat that took you out. As the dragon is going to bite the dragon kin.
It's fine.
That is a 17 to hit you.
I mean, hit.
Okay, so this is going to be 14 points of piercing damage, reduced to 7.
Thank you.
You are holding on to an unconscious Bob. As Ogie, sorry. As Ogie falls unconscious, you feel this warmth come from him, and you watch as these runes begin to turn around, sort of spin around his body, sort of like Doctor Strange style, in like a warm green light. You are stabilized.
Okay.
Ogie, you can't take death saving throws in the arena. So you are stabilized. If somebody can bring you back to 1 hit point, you can come back.
Sure.
That, and then the Chimera has one more attack, which is going to be another bite attack against you, because you're still on its back, which is going to be a 21 to hit. Which hits. And that is going to be 15 points of damage that time. That was nearly max damage. Halved to 7.
Trez rude.
Very rude. Are you still going?
Yes, sorry, I've forgotten who's going. What was it this moment?
No, it attacked you for another 7 points of damage. That was with it already halved.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm still good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's the end of its turn. We go to the top of the round and performance checks again, this time with disadvantage because you have one companion that is unconscious.
Am I rolling?
You are not rolling, no.
No, not. I think also the mask has fallen off my face. So some people are like, wait. Hold on. That guy owes me money.
13.
Damn it. I don't have inspiration anymore. Fine. It's just because I know what I want to do and I want to milk it. 8.
8. So that's a pass and a fail, but you're not far enough below the DC that either of you get advantage or disadvantage, so that's fine. So it's just a flat round, this round, and it's your turn, Bob.
Fantastic. Earlier, you let me go and give him a potion as a bonus action because you're really cool like that.
Yes, which I should have allowed Lily to do, which I forgot about, so I apologise for that, Lily. I'll make up for it
That's
next
okay.
time.
Fantastic. I'll come to that in a second. What I would like to do with my action first, then is take both of these long necks and tie them together in some sort of like cradle so that they can't move. Essentially, I am grappling these necks,
Yeah,
but with
okay.
each other.
Let's do a contested athletics check. Is the way that I can think of to do this. To see if you're able to pull the heads to do that. What did you roll?
Now 20 for 26, bitch.
Well, I rolled a 7 for an 11, so you're not going to be able to like twist them and tie them in a knot. The necks aren't that long, but you are able to basically get them in like a twin headlock and hold them in place.
Okay. With my thighs, because I need my hands.
With your thighs, yes. If you'd like to do it with your thighs, that's fine. You're almost doing the splits, and then you've got your legs wrapped around them, and you're squeezing them, so they're like right in the creases of your knees. Doing like a
So strong.
Jean-Claude Van Damme split style in the air.
So strong.
so strong. I built this character for one thing, and it was to be a powerhouse. And then, dramatically, beautifully, the sound of like just violins and doves and just crying in the background for the audience. And I go and cradle Harvey in my arms and go, "Not like this, you don't leave me," and pour another ocean. As I lean over and there's another potion in the mouth.
Okay, roll 2d4 plus 2, please.
You had the hiccups so bad.
Yeah, we get drunk from healing potions.
Is there caffeine in them?
8 points of healing. It's like, look.
I just want to point out that everyone who's taken a healing potion, which has just been Oggy, has received 8 points of healing from each one. It's amazing.
It's the weirdest feat. You just like, it's not the best and it's not the worst. It's just consistently good.
So you receive 8 points of healing. Oggy, you watch as the runes fade away from you, as the spare the dying that they have cast on you fades. Because you're now awake.
I think I'm looking, because the mask has come off, and I think poor old Bob is looking into me, still sort of like veiled, but the blush is not it's not hidden by the mask this time. So up to Bob to try and work out what that means, but as I just like, thanks, mate. Just
it's perfectly fine.
Right, so at the end of Bob's turn, that makes it Lily's turn.
Lily is going to... her wings are going to take her up and round a little bit, so if she hits, she's not going to hit anyone. It's going to do another witch bolt.
Witch bolt?
A boob.
Please don't roll a natural one.
As I get blasted off again.
Yeah, I was going to say, because
it's an 18. It's okay.
18 hits. I was going to say, if it's a natural one, you've got 2 of your friends riding it, so they'll probably hit them.
No.
No.
That's 17 damage.
Amazing. This thing's on its last legs. As the electricity courses through it, this green electricity wraps around its body, oddly enough avoiding your companions. Some self-control from you.
Good.
And it sort of cascades down its wings and then flickers out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, because you hold it, don't you? So you're just holding it. Unlimited power. Yeah.
Right. And, it's had a hard time of it, but Sword's going to have another go.
Come on,
That's
Sword.
all Sword go. Being a jerk for a minute, that'd be great. Oh, no, you don't stop being a jerk, do you? Of course you don't. That's a 6. Nope, it just does more beep-beep-bees.
It just spins around.
It's like- What? Oh,
oh dear. Is that the end of your turn, Lily? Yep. Oggy, it's your turn. You're awake. Technically not prone, so you can, but you are sitting on this chimera.
I sort of again lean up. This is where you get to use your once a long rest thing. As I again, sorry, Talia, that I'm making this so sort of intimate. As I sort of like wrap my arms around my associate to sort of hold on to her, and I just go, and I basically am casting burning hands. I'm just casting fire straight into these things' heads. I know it's probably going to do really well. Can you make me a dexterity saving roll, please?
Not really. I mean, my dex. Yeah, dex
Oh, it is
grapple gives disadvantage on dex save. It has a +0, so I rolled a 16 and a 5. That fails.
As fire bursts out of my hands for 14 points of burning damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Yep.
Fire and ice, baby. Fire and ice. It kind of like... Sorry, I took a very hard blow to the head there.
There are no small children in this arena.
You hear some small children go, "Yay!"
There are some small children.
I stand corrected.
Is that the end of your turn?
So that is my action. What bonus actions do I have?
I don't think you can attack it.
No,
unfortunately.
so attack has to be with a mug weapon. I don't have my key points. No, I think
I have a javelin on me if you want to use it like a spear or like a staff.
No, you have to make an attack. Your attack action has to be an
Attack
attack
and
in
then the
order for
bonus
you to be able to get the bonus action.
Can I make a performance check to? Okay, I keep saying like I want the crowd to pop off, just sort of like
Crowd
give
is
us-
popping off, but if you want to amplify it, then yes,
Yeah.
you can
Popcorn.
by making me a performance check.
as I kind of like pew pew with the remains of the fire. 16.
16. The crowd is pretty riled up at this point. So yeah, all of these performance checks and everything that you're on as well will lead into more money for you as well.
That's
So, yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Where I was like, even if we go down now, we probably
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, it is the Chimera's turn. And I should have done this last turn, but I forgot about it. But seeing as you are performing to the crowd and hit it with a flame attack and holding its two heads in a leg-like iron grip, its wings spread out and it takes off and flies 60 feet direct in the air. I need Talia or Bob to roll me a d6, please, as well.
A bub.
Bob.
What am I aiming for?
I'm not telling you. You tell me what the roll is, and I'll tell you what you're aiming for.
Can you see? Can you see what the roll is?
No.
Five.
That's
Five.
what Five.
While its draconic head is within your grip, you watch as flames begin to billow out, and it is going to flame breath the pair of you.
Did it get it back?
On a 5, yes. 5 and a 6 to get. That's what I was making Talia roll for.
Because it didn't get it back last time.
Didn't
so
get it back last time, no, because
so-
Scarlet rolled a 2.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Can you
Right.
both roll me a dexterity saving throw, please? I didn't think I was going to get to do this again, so I need to get the dice back out.
That's fine. I have advantage on these.
I also have good. It's a 22.
That is, what is that? Dexterity. 15.
So you
Which
both
recognize the
pass.
metal.
Yep, you both pass this. So this is going to be 2 different sets of damage. So that's 5, 6, 10, 14. I rolled really bad this time. 14, 16, 22. That's 25 points of damage. So that's 12 points of damage to Bob and 6 points of damage to Oggy because you're half and half again because you passed and fire resistance.
Beautiful.
Are you still up though?
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
Oggy.
Oh no, it's Bob
You fall
down.
on, Oggy,
Bob
do you,
down.
yeah, Bob down. Bob falls
Bob
unconscious.
down.
You let go, your grip lets go, and you begin to fall off this chimera that's 60 feet in the air. I will allow Oggy to use your reaction to grab to stop her
Yes.
from falling.
Yes.
Grab. However, as you grab, the goat's head comes round and goes to bash into you with a horn attack,
So rude.
which is going to be an 18 to hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
You watch as.
Well, they're
these
both
two-
down.
Yeah, both of us are just going to collapse.
Each other's
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah, just.
In each other's arms, you both just fall off.
Can I go for him? Just shoot.
You can fly. You can go to fly and
I wanna
swoop for them
swoop.
if you'd like to. Yeah.
What would you like me to roll?
you attempting to catch them. Can you make me an strength saving throw at disadvantage, please?
Lily's so small.
So strong.
So strong.
So strong. That's a 10. It's not bad.
Unfortunately, not enough.
No, I'm not strong.
Not strong.
Not strong.
All of the veil
Oh.
fabric just kind of floats around the three of them very dramatically, like a kind
However,
the double shippers are like, yes.
you've fallen 60 feet out of the air. It's a d6 per 10 feet. Lily, you said you want to try and catch them, so you got underneath them. So you're going to be plummeted to the floor as well and also take this damage.
Okay. Sword's going to be
6.
laughing
6, 10, 14, 16, 21, 26 points of bludgeoning damage to all three of you. There's no rage involved, so none of that is halved. If anybody would be killed by that, by it going over your maximum, you're instantly stabilized because of the magical energies in this place.
me. Down. I'm out.
Yeah, so
What a way for us to end. As I think that's the thing, we just end all like curled into each other, and in the front people are like, yes, it's so romantic.
They were
oh no,
so-
oh no, you do not get that reaction from the crowd at all. The crowd. So, just to make this even more epic, as this dragon's breath is hit into the pair of you, and the goat's head is, and Bob has gone unconscious. Bob's body has gone to slide off of the chimera, and Oggy, you've reached over and you've grabbed, just holding on by the tuft of Bob's hood, threatening to pull it away. The goat's head moves round and smacks into you, knocking you unconscious, head-on-head contact, causing you both to fall. But just as you go to fall, you pull Bob into a loving or friendly embrace as you both plummet to the ground.
That's for the newspapers to judge.
Lily sees this and tries to save the pair of you by flying and going to catch you, but isn't physically strong enough to be able to hold you. Going to fly up to try and catch you, collides with your bodies, and you all spiral to the ground. Dust billows up from the sand, and as the dust settles, all three of you are laying there unconscious on the floor with these runes all over your bodies to prevent you from dying, as this chimera crashes back to the ground and snarls as the dragon's head goes to rear up to fire another breath weapon attack at you. You watch as 3 invisible threads land around each of its necks, and electricity courses through it, causing it to shake and collapse to the floor, unconscious. The crowd is, as I've said pretty much throughout this entire thing, are loving all of this. And you get the announcer come across. You can all just about hear this as you're all slowly being brought back to conscious. The announcer goes, oh by the Guardians, what an amazing show of strength. This is the first time that any team has ever got to the 3rd round, and they almost killed the beast. Give them one more round of applause. Way, and all of that sort of stuff. And you are all led out into the reception area. The quartermaster comes up, big stern grin on her face as you're all brought back to the point where you're now conscious and can look around. Oh, well, that was a fantastic show this you all did. Thank you so much. Now, I have been told by the higher-ups here that although you didn't win, I am to give you a substantial prize. So instead of giving you the 2,000 for winning, I'm going to give you 1,000 plus the pot for those who voted. Those who bet in the stands. I would like each of you to please roll me a D100 times 2. Roll the D100 and then times the result by 2, rather than rolling 2 sets of D100s.
60 for 120.
I rolled a 93.
So that's 186. So it's 186 plus 120 plus 1,000.
You have to have it.
Total 70.
Total is 70. 70. So in total, you'll get 1,376 gold pieces, which split between the three of you is 458 gold pieces.
Oh,
Which is very nearly...
Nearly 500, yes.
Yeah, nearly the price. Yeah. So, you did well.
And I think at this point, we've well overrun. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If you have enjoyed what you have seen here, you can find us on Twitch on Mondays from 6 p.m. UK time playing Dungeons and Dragons. Massive thank you to our sponsor and our supporters. And as always, a massive thank you to the D20 Club on Patreon. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month or one Chimera goat head, which must be sent to Tom.
No, please don't. It hurts so much.
By following the links in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you like what you have seen, please do consider leaving us a like, subscribing to our channel, and commenting down below, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like so we know what to make more of for you. Massive thank you to my players for playing in this game, and we will see you at the table somewhere else. Goodbye.